Let me start it off. Do you want to give us a recap then, Ted?
I've got an axe. Dan had an axe. He got a bit suspicious. I got the axe back. Adam's got the axe. Adam's got a book.
The suspicious bit is Dan got an axe. Dan got happy. Dan read an extra line. Dan asked the DM if I knew about it. He went yes. The axe went back.
I'm still.
So we found a cursed axe.
No, it's not cursed.
Cursed.
No, it's just. It was the blights. So I gave it. When I had it, the blights were like, "That's fine." When I didn't have it, the blights were like, "Oh, that's not good."
I remember there was some sort of blightage.
Yeah, so you cleared out the winery, you went to Yester Hill, you cleared out Yester Hill, you've succeeded in finding one of your Tarokka card readings, and you found a magic axe, and you were on the way back to the Wizards of Wine winery.
Oh, we just literally arrived, haven't we?
You had arrived, but in the meantime, Jarek was reading through the journal. Fill your boots, Ad. Oh, he's got a mouthful of food now.
It's a book.
The passages that Jarek managed to decipher are all available for you to read in the handouts, but I'll read them out now. I am the ancient, I am the land. My beginnings are lost in the darkness of the past. I was the warrior. I was the good and the just. I thundered across the land like the wrath of a just god, but the war years and killing years wore down my soul as the wind wears to stone and sand. We did say this was labelled as his diary. Was it labelled as his diary? Or?
Yeah, a lot of it is illegible. It's all in code, but this is written in the familiar script of Strahd.
Does it appear to be a code or a cipher?
No. This is the bit that I can freely read.
Definitely sounded like
I'll read through it, then I'll give you Jared's take on it. Shush. Don't make me come round. All goodness slipped from my life. I found my youth and strength gone, and all I left was death. My army settled in the valley of Barivia and took power over the people in the name of a just God, but with none of God's grace of justice. I called for my family, long unseated from their ancient thrones, and brought them here to settle in the castle Ravenloft. They came with a younger brother of mine, Sergi. He was handsome and youthful. I hated him for both. From the families of the valley, one spirit shone above all others, a rare beauty who was called perfection, joy, treasure. Her name was Tatiana, and I longed for her to be mine. I loved her with my heart. I loved her for her youth. I loved her for her joy, but she spurned me. Old One was my name, elder and brother also. Her heart went to Sergi. They were betrothed, the date was set. With words she called me brother. When I looked into her eyes, they reflected another name, death. I mean, seriously, how emo are you? Someone calls you brother and you just think death.
No, he's not emo, he's a fucking incel.
Yeah. He's never, ever got his.
No, if it was death the age that she saw in me, she loved her youth and enjoyed it, but I had squandered mine. The death she saw in me turned me from her. And so I came to hate death. My hate is strong. This is such an... Honestly, I've never read anything more emo than this diary. It could not be called death so soon. I made a pact with death, a pact of blood. On the day of the wedding, I killed Sergi, my brother. My pact was sealed with his blood. I found Tatiana weeping in the garden east of the chapel. She fled from me. She would not let me explain. Really? And great anger swelled within me. She had to understand
these days.
She had to understand the pact I made for her. I pursued her. Finally, in despair, she flung herself from the walls of Ravenloft, and I watched everything as I ever wanted fall off my grasp forever. So from that, I read that unlike other vampires, this bitch can't fly.
She wasn't a vampire.
Sorry?
I don't think she was a vampire.
No, but he was, and he didn't catch her.
No, he's a bellend.
Suspect.
Smells of sweat.
It was 1,000 feet through the mist. No trace of her was ever found. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Not even I know her final fate. Arrows from the castle guards pierced me to my soul, but I did not die, nor did I live. I became undead.
So he wasn't a vampire. See, so he couldn't have
But he is now.
He is now.
I have studied much since then.
Studied much.
Vampire is my new name.
Oh.
I still lust for life and youth, and I curse the living that took from me. Even the sun is against me. No shit. It is the sun and it's the light that I fear most. But little else can harm me. Even a stake through my heart does not kill me. Warning. Though it holds me from movement. But the sword, that cursed sword that Sergi brought, I must dispose of that awful tool. I fear and hate it as much as the sun. I have often hunted for Tatiana. I have even felt her within my grasp, but she escapes me. She taunts me. She taunts me. What will it take to bend her love to me? Richten. I now reside far below Ravenloft. I live among the dead. I sleep beneath the very stones of the hollow castle of despair. I shall seal shut the walls of the stairs, and none may disturb me.
I'm going to take the risk that he's not watching us and say, "What a poo nudger!"
This guy did not get asked out to prom.
No.
I'll be honest with you. I think it's fairly evident he isn't gay.
Tatiana. First of all, assuming that's the painting on the wall that looks like
it is.
Irina, but is that the name of the sister of the Dusk Elf we're trying to bring back to life?
That's a good question. What was that? What was she called? It wasn't Jeff. That was the chef.
Was this? Did his name will come to me in a second. Did he mention his sister's name to you?
I don't know. I can't find the page that if I did write it down, I won't have.
Yeah.
But it's the sort of thing we could ask.
What?
So I don't know.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. Let's have no. In which case, then you're not sure because if you don't know, you don't know. It's just as simple as. One thing that you have gleaned from this is Irina, and forgive the obvious statement here. Irina isn't called Tatiana.
No.
Oh yeah.
I haven't worked that one.
So it's unlikely. Well, the only reason I say it in that way, it's unlikely if I can't remember his name. The Dusk Elf. It's unlikely his sister would have been called Tatiana anyway.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that the girl in the painting that we saw, that's this Tatiana, the old painting. That's obviously not. Is it Tatiana? Yeah. That's her who he's talking about there in his emo-ness.
Could the sword he's afraid of be the sword that we've got the tarot reading for? Would be my guess.
Is there any? Is that the whole thing? It didn't say what he did with the sword, did it? It said it was his brother's.
No. Mostly, my take from this is we just need him to buy. We just need to get him some non-black clothing and some better music to listen to, and he should be fine.
I dispute that.
Lay off the eyeliner.
Not wrong with emo there, kid.
What you can deduce from this is you're deducing that he is emo. He's self-obsessed. He's self-absorbed.
Emo is an incel. There's a difference.
Yes. But you also know that you now have a little bit of power over him. You can, with this tool, with this journal. This is basically an emo lad's journal, and you say, "I know what you're thinking." That's going to incense him. If at any point you need to stop him from performing an act, doing something, or you can literally wave that under his nose, and he will.
So if I want to piss off the vampire, I can.
When I feel secure that we can actually take him, I'm going to mock him mercilessly to his face for that.
I want to go nose to nose and do it.
I'm not sure that's entirely a great idea. It's like
if I get the chance to lock weapons and go nose to nose, I will happily do it.
How have you lived this long and not been laid?
Maybe some part of him's still dead. No.
So, anything else from that then, or should we push forward?
I was just going to say, I've watched a thing on another thing on Vlad the Impaler, and that story. His first wife, was alleged to have thrown herself from the battlements of the castle because she thought he'd been killed in battle, but he hadn't.
Oh, okay, right. Oh, wicked.
And then he was very, very unhappy when he got back, and then did really bad things to the Turks.
To be fair, you would be.
Yeah. When the Turks sent a scout force of, I think it was like 150 men or something to check the situation out, they never came back. And then when the Sultan came himself with a much bigger force, they just found a field with just these bodies on stakes impaled, and then most of them ran away.
I think he didn't have a large army though, did he?
No, not at all.
Vlad's was like just fucking.
There was 7 or 8 of them, and
cities worth of people.
Let's go pluck some ravens.
Sorry.
Yes.
No. Right, leave the birds alone.
So you're back at the Wizard of Wine winery. I'll put you the sign up. As you return, it's still and again it's been that long since we played. I think it's a month since we played. It's another month before we're having another game, isn't it? So we'll whether it's right or wrong, we'll say it's sort of tea time.
I'm fine with tea time.
Yeah. You see activity all around. People are the Martikovs are looking to the outside and inside. They spot you coming. Mention there's a shout out, and Davian starts walking towards you, the old boy, and he sort of looks at you expectantly as you approach, and he says, "Gentlemen, I'm glad to see you safely returned. How did you go?"
We kicked his ass.
As a quick moment, did we have any form of rest on the way back, or did we just wander back from the fight?
You could have yes, you kind of had a short rest because
you had a short rest before the act.
Yeah.
Well, has JMO changed clothes?
If I had a short rest, how many sorcery points? I've not used any sorcery points. So I'm going to create.
The only reason I asked is I appear to be back to full health, which was a surprise. Ted
we
uses
completed
magic
the short rest last session, Mark.
So
Magic's one.
Did I use
one's for healing? Goose is for death. Swan is for healing. Goose is for death.
That's fine. Yeah. Yeah, that feels wrong. Swans are always there.
Yeah.
Okay. So I would say, if I remember rightly, I cured their food before we left, so I feel like I've got a bit of a freeway in. So I'll happily kind of raise a weary arm to greet them on my way in, and ask for, quite simply, if we can go inside and have a table and a seat before we talk.
Yeah. So he as you raise your hand, sort of warily says, "Oh, forgive me. Yeah, come." And this is a 60, late 60s, early 70s-year-old fella. Puts his arm round you and says, and tries to help you inside. He says, "Oh no, come. Yeah, no." And he mentions to his family, and there's a spread laid out in like a common eating area, and they don't ask you any questions until you've all sat down and had something to eat or drink, but you can tell they want to know.
Which one of us was carrying the stone that we retrieved?
It was you, wasn't it?
Was it me?
It was me, because I was taking a good look at it so I could locate objects at a later date.
Yeah.
So, I've already told him that we saw, we kicked its ass with the big
I would gesture to Nick to kind of throw it down on the table and then just leave the silence to sit for a moment.
Done.
Davian is straight away. You see his face light up, and he'll turn to Nick and say, "May I?"
It's yours. Go for it. I know it wasn't me you were talking to, but I'm just in that sort of,
You're awake, so you're therefore. Yeah. So he takes the gem. He says, "You don't know what this means, not to only us, but the whole of Barovia." And he sort of turns around. I didn't do my homework before I came to Adrian, his eldest son, and he drops this gem, this pine cone green gem, in his son's hand, and he says, "You know what to do. I think we should probably go for the dragon crush field." So there's 3 types of wine that you've already discovered. There's purple grape, which is shit. There's the Dragon Crush, which is decent, and then there's the champagne, which they've not been able to produce for 10 years. So he turns to Adrian and says, "You know what to do. Make sure we guard this day and night now." And Adrian sort of scuttles off with the jewel. He's sort of holding it reverentially. And Davian will turn back to the party in general now, and he'll say, "So how did you fare? What did you find? What happened?"
Big man full of twigs.
Kill the twigs.
I'd say we'd give a soldier's report, so not too much detail, but enough that they know what happened. Strahd was there but didn't intervene, so to speak.
We're not going to point at Akxikas and say he got beaten up by a wall, and not point at Jamo and go he got beaten up by lightning.
But just to give them a general description of what happened, but without too much detail, so it's just like the bare bones, as it were.
Sure.
It went down.
So, included in the bare bones, are you telling them about the Gulthias tree, the fact that it wasn't destroyed? Okay, he'll say, right, no, that's
how we left the situation.
Yeah, he'll say, well, it sounds, if the devil turned up, you're lucky to be alive.
Yeah, right.
You can tell he doesn't want to ask. He says, I mean, I'm sure you didn't divulge our secret.
Of course not.
No. Forgive me for asking. He'll say. So
what secret?
A weary shake of the head.
He'll say, right. So the situation with the Gulthias tree still needs dealing with. I wonder if we could be of assistance. And he'll mention to you his plan. So his plan would be, in fact, he'll ask you. He'll say, do you have anything that we could drop from a height? If you get my meaning, we could possibly.
Yeah, we've got a paladin.
Fly over and drop alchemist fire or things of this nature down on the tree and the.
I'm with Mark. I'm fine if they drop Nik from a height.
It'll hurt. He's wearing heavy armor. It'll really hurt.
Superhero land.
I mean, we have fireballs.
I don't believe I have anything along those lines. So unless someone
what's the largest creature I can turn myself?
At the minute, level 6, so you can't do bird yet, can you? I don't think you can actually turn into flying.
Mine's 8, isn't it?
Is it? I don't know. I'm no good with druids. I think you've cart horsed before, haven't you, Ted?
Didn't you turn into a whale?
Yeah, he did cart horse. Definitely, I remember that.
Not again.
blue whale.
Yeah, I've got a torch. I've got some soap.
I mean, a blue whale would
napalm. I've got napalm, Dave.
A small ball.
How conveniently written in crayon.
I know. It is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's also a crayon, but that's beside the point.
Did I use sorcery points? Does anybody know? Did anyone remember me using sorcery points?
I don't believe so. What he'll say then, he'll say, "Oh, so, okay, no problem." What we intend to do then, if it's all right with you guys, is we'll keep an eye on this Gulthias situation, because if they're still able to spawn these blights, we don't want to get overrun again. Okay, smashing. He'll say,
Is it worth me giving them the fucking death stick?
We'll ask him about it. We don't know much about it, do we? Or do we? I can't remember.
In all fairness, I'm more than likely not going to use it. Let's be honest. Yeah. It's not.
No, it's a bit specific, isn't it? Yeah,
that's a good defense for them.
Yeah, I'd suggest possibly passing it to them, see if they want it, because it did radiate evil and it upset animals, didn't it? So you wouldn't like.
Well, that's a decent point, because I mean, obviously, Festa has a rapport with the Martikovs, and you can see, especially the kids that would normally happily play around you, they're kind of avoiding you, and it's like they don't want to maintain eye contact with you, and you guess the reason why. If you were to give them the staff, you know that what they.
Well, I rejoined on. We're giving kids the staff.
No, not the kids. But if you give the Martikovs
the dark mossy stick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good suggestion, Jarek. Give it to the children.
Yeah.
What would likely happen? What Davian would say is, if the feature of this staff, if you break it, you kill all blights within a range. What he would intend to do is go to the hill, break the staff, and then they'd set about the tree as a family and take it down.
Might as well give it to him then. Saves us breaking it. Somebody's going to get a sore knee otherwise. One of us, he can have a sore knee. Wants to be snapping things.
I'm guessing
Mark, you want putting over someone's knee?
How would you get a sore knee from chopping something down? You get
snapping
elbows
a step.
and shoulders.
I'm assuming you'd break it over your knee. That's how I'd break a hamster.
Well, over your knee, a hamster. That's impressive.
Or a guinea pig.
How big do you think they are? Anyway.
Sorry.
So,
wait, no. As I'm being silly, I'm gonna go and pollute the mushroom, and I'll be back very, very shortly.
Okay, who's having what?
So we're saying.
Right. Oh, the game has changed ever so slightly because I've started playing it. We started playing it with Pathfinder that we play with Mark as well, and I've started a Dragonlance campaign. So how the game works now is once per session you mention either a noun or a verb, and if you get the noun or the verb right, then you can have a magic item. So Adam, what's your noun or verb for this session?
For the whole session?
Yeah.
You got to be quick. I've got mine.
Go on then, Dan. What's yours?
Terrorize.
Terrorize.
Guinea pig.
Which one?
Terrorize and guinea pig.
Terrorize or guinea pig?
You said a verb and a noun.
No, he said guinea pig.
Guinea pig, because he might forget he said it because he didn't say he was going to terrorize one or pollute it.
I'm going to go with. I don't think he'll ever say it, but just 'cause it's funny, I'm going to go with fondle.
Fondle, Jim and Ted.
Harass.
Harass.
I nearly went with harass.
I'm going for albatross.
Albatross. Albatross. Okay, so magic item. Not level up, apparently, because I mentioned this to the other lads, and the DM from Pathfinder went, "What a level?" And I thought,
that's a bit strong. I did think that was a bit strong. But yeah.
I mean, if you get it right,
entire thing, though.
Level 20.
Do we get to pick the magic item?
You can ask.
Influence. I can influence.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Where were we then? Because we need to act natural.
Holy Avenger. Holy Avenger.
No chance. What were we doing? Talking to the Martin calves. Discussion.
Mark wanted to harass the children with a stick.
Yeah. To be honest, my D&D session this week, everything's been a bit weird, so we could be doing anything.
Oh, okay. So, are you going to give them the staff?
Well, no. So are we saying that if we give them, they're going to deal with the Gulthias tree?
Yeah.
Does he believe them?
Insight check, if you like. Well, if you want to see if they believe them, you can roll it for a Jarek, mate.
Yeah, so Jarek wants to know if that they actually mean that before we hand something over.
Yeah.
Insight. 10.
Yeah, it seems pretty sincere.
In which case, I won't respond to whatever choice Fester makes if that's the case.
How sure are we that they will be able to deal with it?
Well, what you know so far is that if they break the Gulthias staff, regardless of how they break it, it will destroy all of the blights. So there won't be any adversaries. It'll just be a tree. And these are they're hardy people. They're used to living outdoor. There's axes everywhere. 3 healthy males with an axe each would be able to take the tree down in half a day, and then they can start digging it out with no combatants. It would be absolute dodgy and absolute doddle for them. And not only that, if they need to escape, they can always just turn into a raven.
I was just wanting to make sure it's all well and good going. Yeah, I'll do that for you, but actually having the capacity to do it, that's what I was wanting to make sure.
That's fair enough. It seems they're qualified. Leave that with them. What was our other thing? What was the axe then? Did we find out?
Yes, we know what the axe is. It hurts plant things.
And I'm currently carrying it, but we need to confirm which version of the soldier rules we're using as to whether I'm going to use it.
Or cleric, do you mean?
Well, no, soldier background, wasn't it?
It's the new. Hang on, did the old rules say you get proficiency with martial
No,
weapons?
the old soldier background gives me heavy armor. The new soldier background gives me heavy armor and martial weapons.
Does it? I thought
That's
it was.
what he told me.
No, that's the new cleric at level 2. They pick an order, not like the holy order. They pick an extra thing at level 2, and one of them is protector for.
Soldier. I thought you said it was a soldier thing. Okay, so probably no one's using it currently then.
Oh. But doesn't the order that you can cast fireball? That's the war order, and doesn't that give you martial weapons?
That's the light order.
And he got the spells, not the actual class.
I've got light spells and order class.
Yeah, right. Look, you see my beard. Look, isn't that impressive? Look at that.
No.
Check that out. Wow. Yeah.
So
I mean, I've currently got it. I'm currently carrying it. I'm not that bothered if I can't use it.
But we know that it's magic. We know that it hurts plant-based life forms.
I can't use it.
The book is Strahd's fucking teenage diary. The wine boys are going to sort out that tree for us because there you go, have a moss of black staff.
We need to find out the whereabouts of the sword. Then I reckon it's going to be.
We know the whereabouts.
Well, at the moment, this was a means to get wine to try and get into whatever the village was. I can't remember the name of where the weird ass abbot lives.
So do we need to go and see the weird ass? Sorry, say that again.
We already have the getting a magic sword quest.
Are we going to go and do it then? Is that the next thing? Is that the next item?
I'd love for it to be the next thing, but our way into the abbey is with a crate of wine, and this is where we've got the wine.
So we've got to ask them if we can take
we've already asked.
Wine, don't we?
We've already asked. We requested to make the next delivery to the abbey.
Right.
And I still have a bottle of nasty wine just in case.
What did it do to you again? I can't remember.
Nothing.
The nasty one.
We didn't drink it. We saw them pour poison in, so took a flask.
I've got a bottle
of it. On it. Yeah, took a shit on it. Right on it.
I've got a bottle of it just in case.
So during the sort of dinner that they've laid out for you, they're discussing what they're going to do. It's too late now to do anything, but tomorrow they're going to make deliveries. So they've got the large barrels. The first one will be to Kresk, which the two sons, Adrian and Elvir, will make. And if you mention to them, they're more than happy for you to tag along. To go to Kresk. So any other business with the Martikovs? Anything else you want to discuss with them, or should we go for a sleep for a long rest?
We'd already asked them about the Great Old Ones, hadn't we? And they didn't know what the Great Old One was. The ancient one from Strahd's diary? Because before we went to Yesterhill, the druid in the bottom mentioned it in the basement.
The suspicion would be the first entry in the diary says, "I am the ancient, I am the land." The suspicion would be that it's Strahd is the ancient.
Well, he's certainly known as being the land.
I would like to know as to whether the beds tonight will have feather duvets.
Yes.
Very
plush.
Is there anything else I need to be asking them about the Ravens, or will the Ravens still be around supporting us? They have been somewhat helpful so far. Yeah.
Well, Davian will quite happily say to you that they'll do everything that they can. What's paramount to the family is their survival, and they cannot reveal themselves. But if there's anything that they can do without endangering the family, then they'll keep an eye on you. And he'll say, "Look to the skies. You'll see one of us will keep an eye on you at all times. If it's not us directly, then we'll send one of the actual Ravens and we'll do what we can. But we can't put ourselves in danger."
Yes. Okay.
And just to clarify,
how have they stayed hidden for so long?
Because mostly they haven't involved themselves directly. This is the most involvement that they've ever had in their history, and it's basically because you you discovered their secret, and you've done them that many favors that they're actually, and you can tell that they don't want to know. Or they don't want to tell you all of the details, but you'd already discovered it. So
I know how they did it. They painted their nuts red and hid in a cherry tree, and then no one could find them.
And not on that note, but on the Were-Ravens being secret, they'd taken it as a joke agreement, but we'd made the agreement that we would tell no one unless we bumped into Van Richten, and they gave us permission to tell him.
Yeah, Van Richten.
See? Okay. Well, I'm absolutely beat from the fight, so I'm quite happy to go and have my feather duvet and go to sleep.
Yeah, me. I suppose they'll offer us some sort of. Have they offered us any sort of supper? Because I'll have that as well, but then go to bed.
We've just eaten.
Have we just eaten?
A suspicious looking pie for you, Mark.
No pies. I don't want a pie.
So
don't hear me with them pies.
They show you to bedrooms. You have a decent sleep. You make it a full long rest. You can go ahead and click your buttons. Next morning, there's a breakfast prepared. The wagon is loaded, ready for a trip to Kresk. When Rokkr, as you're sat around the breakfast table, you get sort of a buzzing sensation in your head, and all of a sudden you hear the words of Van Richten in your head. And it's the best way I can describe this, Jim, is it sounds like a telegram from modern day. And Van Richten is not is it not telegram? Not, you know what I mean, when you say stop.
Morse code.
No,
no.
No.
Yeah, no,
it is a telegram. It is a telegram. And he says, he says to you, it's a question to start off with. Are you near my tower?
That's a bit personal.
And he continues, and he'll say, I have performed divinations, and it reveals woe. Can you investigate? Mordenkainen and I are unable to help. And then there's a pause. You would know, and then he says, please respond. And you're guessing from this, Rokkr's guessing from this, that you have a limited amount of words that you can communicate back to him.
Right, okay, so I quickly and as subtly as I can relay that message straight away to I forget people's names.
I know, it's been ages since we played. I struggled with it.
If he's relaying it, does that mean he's just replied the same message back to him?
No,
relaying as in passing it on to you guys, essentially.
Quick question with his relaying it to us, the solitaire. Didn't we go past the tower on our way here before we?
You know where his tower? Yeah, it's on Lake Baratok.
And we've got to get near the tower to get to Kresk.
It's not far off the junction. Yeah, it's a little way back, but not too far.
Okay, so I will quickly relay that back. If Jarek would remember that, so I'd quickly relay that back, that we can, visit our kind of way past to check out the area if he wants to report that. And if he can ask for any more information.
So what he said, I'll say back.
As soon as you the reply to affirm that you are going, the connection breaks. There's nothing else.
Okay, great.
Righty then.
So the Martikovs are sort of around you now, and Davian's saying, everything all right? What's going on?
Well, we'll just tell him we have been told we need to attend the tower at Lake, whatever he called it was.
Baratok,
We need to go to Lake Barry because there's a tower that we need to investigate.
They know that we want to tell Van change his face stuff.
Nope.
So would we not
think we're joking. No, they think we're joking because we're not allowed to tell anyone about Van Richten.
We don't know anyone.
That's why
we made the joke. If we met Van Richten, we'd tell them.
They don't know that we have. Okay, I was just.
I mean,
I just thought that would have been another a trust segment between us.
It might have been, but we've not told them that. And at the same time, I don't know. I'm sure last session we agreed that we were delivering the wine. We weren't taking anyone with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was we would make the delivery for them
on their behalf. So we would literally say that we're still happy to take the delivery on their behalf, but we do need to do it. We need to go and visit the tower on Lake Baratek first before we take it that way, because it's not that far out the route.
Okay.
No, I just wanted to make sure. That's all.
Right. So what Davian will say to you then? Okay, fine. So if you take one barrel with you guys, I'll send Elvir and Adrian along with you, and they'll continue on to Vallaki with the other barrel, and then to the village of Barovia, and then you guys do your thing with the tower, and then Kresk.
We'll travel to there with them, and then go our separate ways.
Yeah. Okay, so you finish breakfast. You load up. You've got your cart and a loaned draft horse. The other draft horse and the other wagons roll along with you. Davian and Elvir, they're still in awe of you a little bit, asking you questions about your exploits.
Do they want the draft horse returning, or where do we deposit after we're done?
Well, Kresk is on the western side of Barovia. There's nothing further west, so you kind of have to go past. So the assumption would be that it return the horse to them. Horses are gold dust in Barovia, like most.
Yeah, that's why I thought I'd ask.
Yeah. So on. With the wagon, you make decent progress. You get from the Wizard of the Wine winery east and then north until you hit.
By the way, shotgun.
Until you hit the Svalich Road, with whoever the driver has got Akxikas sat next to him.
If Akxikas is in the second seat, I'm not driving.
Just ride my own horse.
So you turn east along the Svalich Road. Just after, so it'd be just after lunchtime. You can see in the distance Lake Baratok, and it is, if you remember Barovia, it's very green, it's very mountainous. So there's mountains in the distance, but you can just see as you go over a rise the lake in the distance, and the tower. There is a footpath, or there is a road going north leading towards the tower. It's going to take you another hour. Half an hour to get there. When the other Martikovs trail off, they say good fortune and leave you to it. Let's change your map, change your view. This tower. This image is fan art. Let me look it for you so you can view it, and it's another really nice picture. Whoever did this, it's a really good job.
Yeah.
If you can see that one.
It wasn't me.
You got it?
Yeah.
So there's no lights on. Is the only thing to note. So you come to a cold mountain lake enclosed by misty woods and rocky bluffs. Thick fog creeps across the dark, still waters. The trail ends at a grass-covered causeway that stretches 100 yards across the lake to a flat, marshy island with a stone tower on it. The tower is old and decrepit, with collapsing scaffoldings clinging to one side, where a large gash has split the wall. Time-walled griffin statues, their wings and flanks covered with moss perch atop buttresses that support the walls. Parked near the base of a tower, within sight of the entrance, is a barrel-topped wagon splattered with mud. So, of note, then, the things that are slightly different on this picture: no lights in the windows. There's the hole. Scaffolding this side, completely surrounded by water, and the barrel-topped wagon. You would know by now that the barrel-topped wagon is indicative of the Vistani. Yeah.
I love the way it says "in sight" when it's right next to it.
So it's not.
To me, in sight is I can just see that from where I'm stood. No, it's right next to it.
It's not Rictavio's wagon. It's a Vistani wagon that's not.
Yeah, exactly right.
It's someone else's wagon, Dan.
Oh.
So you're at the end. You're still on the land, as it were. This with this sort of land bridge going towards the tower in front of you. Mist all around. It's still there's still plenty of light. A good couple of hours of light left. What do you want to do?
Well, I'd say we leave the wagon. We'd leave as long as we're fairly sure it's safe. I would probably say we leave the wagon we've got where it is and approach ourselves. It's almost kind of worth leaving someone guarding the wagon, but.
Are we going to send in Stealth Monkey to check out? Or?
Stealth Monkey, yes. I forgot we got a proper Stealth Monkey.
We have a Stealth Monkey?
I can climb walls and stuff, can't I?
Yeah, and you're a Stealth Monkey.
Spider Jim.
I can leave my horse to protect the other horse.
We'll leave the horse on guard duty. We'll unleash the Spider Jim, and then we'll approach gradually on foot. And wait to see what happens.
Okay.
If the ranger dies, he dies.
If he dies,
send in the sacrificial ranger. So it is. I mean, it's open land. There's not much chance of you moving from shadow to shadow because there isn't a great deal of shadow, and it is sort of daylight. But
there's no like storms or anything, is there?
It's not a particularly stormy day today.
So that's good for him.
It is. It's overcast but not stormy. So how are you approaching then, Jim?
Right. So
an approach by doing the robot.
How long can I hold my breath for?
Oh God!
I don't know. Find out. Do it now. Live stream.
Is it?
Well, I can hold my breath for about 3 minutes, but
1
how long
minute
can
plus
an
your
elf
constitution.
hold their breath for?
1
You can
minute
hold
plus
your
your
breath for 3
constitution.
minutes.
1 minute, yeah. 1
Plus
minute
your constitution plus your constitution modifier.
plus 1, so not great.
2 minutes.
Okay, considering I can swim at a terrific speed, so how are we in plain sight of this tower then? Are we saying we've already approached a point where it's impossible to hide myself? So basically, what I'm thinking of, is there a point at the water that I could enter, swim underwater and approach close to the tower?
Yeah.
Therefore, not being seen.
You could. You've got a wagon with you with a massive wine barrel on it. You've got 4 other lads and 2 horses. So yeah,
so the party would have been seen.
Yeah,
but
you can stand the other side of the party and slink into the water quite easily, I reckon.
Yeah, you want to borrow my cloak of the manta ray if you're going to be swimming?
Do you have to attune?
No.
Well, I can. I can't find where it tells me what I can, but feats and traits.
What does a manta ray do, Mark? Because I think it's better than JMO swim speed.
It lets you breathe underwater and gives you lets you swim very fast.
60 feet swim speed or something, isn't it?
Let me just double check it for you. Manta ray.
It's also locked.
Yes, 60 feet to turn. So if it's worth it, if it's not worth it, don't faff about. But if it is, you can borrow that.
You can breathe underwater and swim twice the speed.
I'll lend it to JMO. Defo. I'm just going to top up my drink on the Excimer's.
Right. Okay. Cool. What is it I've got that allows me to? Oh. Sorry, guys.
Isn't it similar? Your rover, which gives you a climb and swim speed equal to your movement speed.
That's it. So that's
Don't
in.
worry, mate. We're all a bit rusty.
Would that be a feat, or would it be a
It'd be a feature, but it's still going to be lower than the cloak that Mark's just given you.
Okay, well let's put on, because I can't find it and I can't remember what it's called or what it allows me to do. So let's borrow his cloak and go for it then.
Cool. So it is bitterly cold water, but you adjust to it and you keep yourself moving. So as you can see from the picture, then Jim, if you go back to the picture, the island sticks out, and you've got land leading up to it, and then the tower itself is on a small island. Is there any particular
Probably from the rear, because I think most eyes would be the direct, almost the direct opposite direction to where we've started from. Presuming, let's say somebody's looking out, they're looking out at the
Gotcha. Okay.
At the people, so I'm going to go all the way around the back and approach from that way.
Let's have a stealth check from you to start off with, then, and then we'll have a perception check as well, please, Jim.
It's not a saving throw; it's just a skill and stealth, isn't it?
It is, mate. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, is this going to be stupidly slow on the laptop? Sorry, let me load up.
Fuck yourself.
On my phone.
Fuck yourself.
I have rolled it on my computer, but I'll do it on my phone in a second. So who knows what that's going to get?
Is it dark, Dave?
No. It's 16 stealth. Okay. So yeah, there's not as you enter the water, you do so. Not many ripples, and you manage to skirt round. As you appear on the opposite side, you're pretty sure that no one has seen you, if anyone is in the tower. Let's have a perception then, Jim, if you don't mind.
Sorry. Abilities and saving throws. Oh, how do I find out the bloody thing now? Skills. It's under skills, isn't it?
Yeah.
Skills. Perception. Yeah.
11. Wow. Okay. So you can't make out. There's certainly no movement. Nothing passing the windows. You can just from your vantage point at the front is better to see in this and this hole in the side. But what you can see is the scaffolding carries round the back. But there's certainly no sign of life. With the scaffolding, you can see rotten wooden beams support the scaffolding, which groans and creaks with the slightest breeze. A series of ladders and platforms lead to a hole in the northwest wall on the 3rd floor, which you knew anyway. As you make a full circuit, doesn't seem to be any movement whatsoever, but nothing else stands out.
Right, I'll avoid that scaffolding because it sounds like it's about to fall down and I can't get on it without making any noise. Is there an area where that scaffolding isn't that I might be able to scale up and go beyond that hole and look above into one of these windows?
Yeah, there's plenty of space. I mean, there is what looks like a front door, but the tower itself is, I mean, it's old. It's covered in moss and dirt, but there's plenty of places that you can make your way up.
Yeah,
do it.
That's what my plan is then.
Okay, so as you approach, you emerge from the water. You are pretty cold now, though. You get a glimpse of the wagon, firstly. So under the layers of mud, this wagon sports. In fact, the rest of you would be close enough to see this anyway. So under layers of mud, this wagon sports a fresh coat of purple paint, and its wheels have a fancy gold trim. A brass lantern hangs from each corner, and red drapes cover the tombstone-shaped windows on each side. Jim, what Rokkr sees now, approaching from the opposite side, is a steel padlock secures the back door, hanging from which is a cheap wooden sign that reads "Keep Out." As you walk around the front door itself, the tower door is made of iron with no visible handles or hinges. In the middle of the door is a large embossed symbol, a connected series of lines with 8 stick figures surround it. Carved into the lintel above the door is the word Kazan. So, let me give you this image of
Kazan. Can I just ask, because this is really stupid, but I'm a little bit worse for wear. Is What is this place? How were we told? Were we told to come here, and who by, and what's potentially here?
Van Richten told you that this is a tower. He suspects it was a wizard's tower that he took over as his base of operations when he arrived in Barovia.
We know. Well, I could tell you who it used to belong to. It was the same guy that my staff used to belong to.
Yeah.
I would imagine. Have we approached as a group, or are we
Not
still
yet?
stood?
No. So you can see the tower and the wagon. Jim's had a recce round and he's seen the front door.
Mark,
Have
you seen Dogma?
Yes.
Right, you know the bit like right near the end of the film where like Alanis Morissette appears as God.
Yeah.
And Jay's like, "What the fuck is that? What the fuck happened to him?" That's what you just did.
All right. Awesome. Well, thanks for the explanation. Right,
So-
I'm going to walk up. If I can see James,
No,
it's
you're
all
not.
right.
No, you're not. You're waiting for me because I've gone in stealth. I've swam in the water, come around the back of the tower, and I've just approached from the back of the tower. So I'm doing the stealth mission. So you can fuck everything up if you like, but just
and you know nothing about the door because you're not there.
Well, no, I know the front door's there.
So, am I aware who Kazim is? I know
you were there when you weren't actually there, but your character was. Kazan was it was a name that was given to me in a dream by my patron, and he told me to speak it in front of this particular tomb in.
Right. I remember that happening. Right. Yeah. So from that, would I be cautious of there being any kind of spells laid on this building that I really shouldn't be climbing? Or
you saw me get killed by one.
Yes. Right. So based on that, then I think I'm going to backtrack the way I came and regroup with the others. Because I don't think there's any points being blasted from a window into a freezing cold lake.
No, that sounds shit. Put it mildly.
Okay, so you relay all the information to everyone.
Yeah, but sort of basically retrace my steps and say, "Yeah, I'm not going up there."
I'm going to approach the door and see if I recognise the symbol.
Symbols on map tools, Mark. If you want to.
I mean, does Akxikas? I mean, I'm looking at it, but does Akxikas recognise it? Does it mean anything to him?
The answer is no.
No. So I just recognise it's a magic sigil of some description.
Well, we've all approached the tower at this point, so we're all seeing this.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going off. If it doesn't recognise anything to Akxikas, it's not going to recognise anything to Jarek, but my head of working out puzzles maybe has an idea. Can I go with that?
Sure.
Also, Rictavio did tell us that the door has a simple enchantment puzzle. However, it shouldn't be too hard for us to work out. We've been told.
Yeah, that's what I thought, and this looks quite easy.
Well, I'll let you go through it.
To me, there's one of two answers here, because you've got lots of symbols of stickmen around the edge.
Yeah.
And obviously a pattern. So it's either one way or the other. The only problem I would see is if you get it the wrong way first as to what the repercussions might be. So my best guess would be it's either press the stickmen in that order, but it's whether you get the right order or not, or it might even be impersonate the stickmen, but I would go with press first. So
before we do that, though, before you do press anything, if this is Kazan's tower, what happens if we just put the staff in the middle and say his name?
I was going to suggest that next before we started.
Knowing our luck, the world blows up. I
wasn't going to touch the door. I was just going to put the staff in front of it. Well, just hold the staff and just try it.
I mean, I'm happy. As much as I'm happy to try that, I also feel that, if we were told we should be able to solve this with relatively ease, we shouldn't need the staff to get through. Ted's got his hand up.
Yeah, right. So I know you're on about the dudes around the sigil. Are there anything around the actual tower that represent these?
Oh, good thought.
No. Rokkr would be able to tell you that no.
Yeah, just wanted to know.
Yeah, good thought.
So 3 choices are: we press them and hope we get the right order, we impersonate them and hope we get the right order, or we slam the staff down and hope that the world doesn't explode.
Well, how's about I do a mage hand to press it with, instead of any of us standing there?
Well, you can try, but I'd go with that first, but it might be that it needs actual physical touch. But I'd say mage hand and step back.
It is physical. It's just not real. If that makes
sense. That's not physical. If it's not
real.
Do
anything.
It's real.
Did that do anything, Dave?
Did what?
Say again, sorry.
Did that do anything? Nick's just stood there looking at it and gone.
Hold on, 1 second. Oh, 1 second. Start again.
He's gone.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Is Nick about to die?
Yeah. The door swings open.
What was the door?
So either Dan,
and
either Nick was
from
very
the doorway,
walked
like an Egyptian, just suddenly
I did check the 2 start points are definitely opposite, so it could have gone badly.
Yeah, exactly. That was my big thought. Was this could have gone very well or very badly. Glad you did. I mean, I'm glad you did it first, but at the same time, Jarek would then slap Nick round the head for doing that without waiting for the discussion to end.
What's the?
I was behind all of you. All you saw was the door spread open and Nick looking proud.
What did you do? I
couldn't.
Sorry?
He walked like an Egyptian.
He imitated the stickmen in order.
Ah.
But this was what I was getting at. Is I figured it would probably be touch, but which order would it be? We don't know if the other way around might have killed him.
Well, I'm glad it's not me that stood there and looked like a cunt. That's all.
So either it worked both ways, or Dan just rolled 50-50 and got lucky.
Yeah.
So beyond.
We'll try the other way.
Nothing happens, and the
Which
door
one
is.
Did you start with, by the way, Dan?
I wasn't really.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm going in then.
Sure.
Dan, which one did you start with?
I started with the one on the right with the arms down.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So clockwise. Yeah.
I was channeling my anti.
Yeah. No, I would have started with the top left myself. But
I just started top left as well.
Yeah.
Right,
so we'll never know if that mattered or not.
Yeah. So let's
we get past magic doors quite easily.
And he gets eaten, and there we go.
So as the door opens in front of you, there's sort of like a small 5x5 vestibule with curtains in front of it. So the curtains, you can see it's just blowing around in the breeze. You can see the tower continues in front of that. Is Akxikas continuing forwards?
Yes.
Okay. So as you move the curtains out of the way, the flagstone floor is strewn with debris and a few old crates stand near the east wall. So it's a torn curtain obscures the tower's vestibule. There's a 5-foot square indentation in the center of the floor, and it contains 4 pulleys attached to taut iron chains that stretch through a similarly sized hole in the rotted wooden ceiling. Standing next to the chain are 4 tall clay statues. So as you walk through, you feel...
Touch nothing, get Crichton.
I'm touching nothing.
Pull the curtains back. There's a small 5x5 indentation in the center of the tower with 4 golems holding this the chain.
This isn't Golem, precious Golem.
No, it's Golem.
No.
Yeah, touch nothing, get Crichton.
No, I'm going to own nothing and be happy. That's what I'm going to do.
Akxikas has walked in. What is everyone else doing at this point?
Shutting the door and walking off.
Map?
Do I still?
Not
I
yet.
live?
No.
Okay.
You know what?
I was just wondering if it had not worked.
No,
I've got in the door. Does anything bad happen?
Hold on 1 second, Mark. I'll put your tokens on so you can tell me where you all
I still haven't got a map yet. I'm on black screen.
Yeah, no, it'll be there in a second, mate.
Okay.
There you go. Right, so let's get rid
Oh,
of
yeah.
the door and the...
Dragon.
There we go.
Forest.
Oh,
Right.
they look, those golems look really small. That's no
Right, I want
concern.
to cautiously go in and have a look round, Dave, making sure I don't touch the golems or the chains in any way.
Yeah, sure. So you can see up, and it's obvious that this elevator, these chains attached to what looks like an elevator that's currently at the bottom. You're not entirely sure how the mechanism works, but you're pretty sure it's magic of some description. You step on this plate, and something enables these golem type things to raise you up.
Yeah. In that case, if that's what I've recognised it to be, I'll just turn back to the others and say, "There's a lift in here, lads. Come on," and I'll go. I'll go into the room proper, make room for them.
What's a lift? I don't know this word.
It's a thing that makes things go up or down, depending where you want them to be.
Oh, so good and bad hookers.
Yeah, it's like a little thing that you get in, and it moves.
Have you checked for flour? Have you checked for flour?
I haven't checked for flour. It was like the dumb waiter. That's it. It's like a big version of that dumb waiter that we saw in the death house. But
was
for
an
people.
idiot, wasn't he?
Yeah, just people-sized one, not
Thank
as
you.
opposed to dinner-sized one. Right, that cleared up.
Is there
anything else in the room, Dave? If I have a look, right, there was debris on the floor.
You can have an investigation check if you want, mate. I
shall have an investigation check then. Investigation. Natural one.
Okay, so you're having a good sort of prod and poke around, perhaps with your staff or something. I would assume to start off with. It's going to take you a good sort of 5-10 minutes to have a good thorough search. There's nothing. It's all junk. It's all waste. So
I could search for 5 hours with that roll and not find anything.
Akxikas has inspiration.
Can I give it? Has anyone not got it? Because I've already got inspiration.
Only Jarek.
No,
you
haven't.
Rest. We lose it at long rest.
I thought that should have gone on its own. But in that case, I'll leave it as it is. I haven't got it.
I've got inspiration
again.
So Akxikas has moved in. He started looking around. You've still got this wagon outside. What's everyone else doing? You've got sort of 10 minutes while Akxikas is having a poke around.
Just chilling.
Oh, if we've got 10 minutes,
I'll check the
magic.
Yeah, and go and check the go check the while I'm reaching the wagon.
Sure. So as you
check out the wagon.
As you cast detect magic and start moving around, a couple of something happens that's obvious and something happens that isn't obvious. The first thing that happens that's obvious is you do detect magic, and you're detecting a strong aura of conjuration magic from the whole of the wagon. In fact, it shines with conjuration magic. As your detect magic spell, as you're concentrating on it, comes within...
Is Batty?
Who's Batty?
Not mine, that's for sure.
As your detect magic approaches the tower, it ends. And this confuses you. Yeah. So you move around a little bit, and it.
Would Nik know about that? Would Nik know of anti-magic fields?
Well, all I would guess, Dan, is it becomes obvious because your detect magic is this sort of bubble that surrounds you as you move, and your bubble ends where the building is, and you move, and it's back where the building.
I won't go into it to try and keep it up. Can I inspect the wagon to try and see if it's an illusion then?
Sure. How are you going to do that?
With a stick.
If it is an illusion, it's normally an intelligence check, isn't it? Or investigation intelligence?
Yeah, no, just are you going to poke it with a stick? Was the sort of...
I was just going to
chuck a rock at it.
I was going to do a visual inspection first and kind of see if it's shimmering and...
Okay, go for it.
Is that investigation?
Yeah.
Oh, just poke it with a stick.
18.
18. No, it's very real. It's very solid. That's a really good roll. You also notice that there are footprints leading away from it, but the footprints aren't coming from the only way into it is the back door. There's a shelf at the front that you sit on to drive, but that doesn't lead in. But the footprints are coming from the side, from underneath. They're not coming from the back door.
Okay. Can I let Rokkr know about them, or Jarek, and see if they can identify how fresh the tracks are?
Yeah, sure. You can have probably. I would suggest Rokkr survival check.
He's a ranger. He should know this shit.
Unless I ask both of them so they can help.
Yeah. So you can whoever's got the best plus and roll with advantage.
Why you wouldn't ask
survival,
me?
isn't it?
You know,
it's survival. I've lost my screen. Survival. My survival is +4.
I'm just going to go and varnish the helmet. I'll be back.
Mine's better than that, but you know, I'm not one of the people that was chosen. So
it wasn't, but the offer is out there. If you've got a better one, come and track. It was over to the group.
Why would you not ask the druid?
Because I was asking the ranger.
That makes sense.
What's your survival bonus, Jim?
5.
Yeah, same as me.
Okay.
You've got advantage on it.
Yeah, that was with advantage.
Why is mine going so slow?
Because you keep making the wrong choices, Dan. That's why.
Sorry, Jim. I've had nothing appear. Have you rolled it?
I've had nothing.
13.
13.
Probably
Okay.
still rolling.
Best guess. They. It's difficult to tell. With Barovia being Barovia, there's a lot of moisture in the air. There's mist everywhere. So even your best guess is not today. Longer than a day. But the footprints definitely, as sort of Rokkrs, and you sort of say, "Oh yeah, I see what you're saying," and it's almost as if, as you're looking down, they suddenly appear in the centre, underneath the wagon, and then move.
There's like a trapdoor.
Yeah, so there's sort of like perhaps sort of a shuffling, almost crawling.
Yeah, it does look like there's a crawl. It's not just they've walked straight through the caravan.
No.
Okay. I mean, the logical thing is to go under, but I don't want to be the one that does it. Akxikas, we found a trapdoor.
What, hippie?
He's inside, still looking. You can't pick
on
that.
Isn't he still in the tower?
Bastard, didn't you? Me and Mike and Vivian are getting pretty sick of you.
He's in the tower. We're still poking around. Me and Adam are just stood around, like trying not to act wrong.
What? I meant to not act wrong.
What do you want to do?
I mean, there's a sense of conjuration coming from this. It's not an illusion. There's no sound of like a wild cat in it, is there?
There's no sound.
Do you want me to send an animal in?
There's no sounds at all coming from inside the wagon.
Not even the sound of a dying giraffe.
Or the sound of silence. Is the sound of silence coming from?
Which version?
He's left the radio on.
Not that.
I prefer the disturbed version.
I prefer the disturbed version. It's not very.
Well, that's because you're both wrong. But let's carry on. Do we want me to potentially send in some form of conjured creature underneath to have a look?
Can you conjure a monkey?
Right, we're not sending a fire group to inspect a wooden wagon.
No, I was thinking something, some sort of primatal that could, like, have hands to bring shit out if there's shit in there that we want.
I didn't see any, like, an orangutan, but
magical trap sigils, did I? Like arcana traps?
No.
Traps.
While they're all they've been inquiring on the wagon, Jarek's going to have a walk around the room as well inside just to see if there's any obvious way of turning the lift on.
You don't know there's a lift in there. Oh, you do. I told you.
You did. You had to explain what a lift was.
Yeah, I did. At some length.
Have an Arcana check for me then for Jarek.
Oh, I don't do Arcana.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's a slow dice. Jesus. 3.
No idea.
Right, you don't do Arcana.
Okay. My next step, if nothing happens soon, is to step on the lift. I'll do it at the moment.
Okay.
It's 10 minutes up. Have I found anything? Anything beanie?
No. Did you want to have an Arcana check as you sort of see Jarek sort of scratching his head, looking to see how it works? Yeah. So Akxikas, you would suspect, obviously, with the winches, with these golems, and if I may, Dan, from God, I have forgotten all your names. From Nik's point of view, you'd have probably informed everyone about the anti-magic zone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Akxikas would be pretty certain that as this is an anti-magic zone, that it would be magic specific to the tower. And the only thing that you could think of is you just step on the plate and will it to happen, and it should rise.
I'm giving it a go, Dave.
Yeah. So you jump on the plate and you say up, and it starts. All 4 of these, and it's jerking. So you go oof, but you do.
Can anybody else jump on? Can anybody else jump on?
I'll jump on. As I see it rise, Jarek will instantly clamber on rather than send him up on his own, even though it's entirely what he deserves.
It is.
So what do you two think about these tracks?
Well, I was going to have a look around, maybe later on. But
sorry,
it's all right. And I'd possibly like to investigate those said tracks as well, just to see if I could put my point of view across to the ranger that wasn't quite sure.
Okay, so you want a survival check as well? 17. Again, it's difficult to tell. You suspect that it looks like the Earth it's been disturbed and settled and disturbed and settled. So you definitely know that it's more than a day. But you're suspecting that due to the environment, the general Barovian environment, it could be anywhere between a day, more than a day, and less than a week. But you're still not entirely sure. But humanoid, crawling from underneath and then walking away.
Humanoid, right?
A boot.
A boot? Are you
yes,
Canadian?
2 boots. 2 boots.
Beelzebub. Meow.
So while you're investigating this, you hear from inside the chains clinking and the lifts start moving. And from your vantage point, you just sort of lean around and you can see Akxikas and Jarek going up. Akxikas is looking pleased with himself, and Jarek's going.
Jarek's going, why did I do this?
It'll be fun. Just you wait and see. Right, what's happening, Dave? What's up there?
So as you get to where are we? The second floor.
Yep.
It's dust and cobwebs fill the otherwise empty room. The wooden floor, of which is badly rotted and partially collapsed. So you're ascending through the ceiling, and you can already see as you're going up, there's rotten boards above you, and as you go higher, this whole second floor is totally rotten. If you were to step on it, it's quite likely to collapse under your weight, and it looks like the third floor is the same. Ted?
Hearing the lift going up, can I take a quick look inside the tower and see, once that one's gone up, is there another platform come up with it?
No.
Because that then might go down. Right. Okay.
Well, if we get out, there's the floors are rotten, so we'd need. Is there anything? Is there anything like boxes or furniture or anything?
No,
or is
this is totally empty. It's just floorboards and cobwebs, basically.
Oh, that's the same on the top floor.
No, there's 2 more floors ahead of you. You can see. Yeah. So the floor above you, so 3rd floor, looks pretty similar from your vantage point from down below. So there's rotten bits and pieces, but the floor above or the ceiling above, as you looks intact.
Right. I'll ask Jarek. What do you think? Do you think we should see if we can get the others up here, or do you fancy going up?
I mean, bollocks to them. Let's go for it.
Right, up.
Okay. So
I'm feeling somewhat cavalier tonight.
Wonder why. So time and the elements have all
nothing to do with many pints.
Have destroyed this chamber, leaving a gash. Leave it in the northwest wall and a slimy black mildew on the walls. The wooden floor is completely rotten and has begun to fall away in pieces. Same as second. If you step onto this, you're going to end up on your arse on the ground floor. As it continues up. On the 4th floor, unlike the levels below, this room shows signs of recent habitation, and although the place reeks of mould and mildew, it has plenty of creature comforts, including a cosy bed, a desk with a matching chair, bright tapestries, and an iron stove with plenty of wood to feed it. Light enters through arrow slits, as well as through dirt-caked windows with broken shutters. Other features of the room include a standing suit of armor, a wooden chest, old wooden rafters bend under the weight of the tower roof, which has somehow remained intact. Mounted to the rafters are pulleys around which hang iron chains that support the tower's elevator platform. So basically, you're at the top. There's chains hanging down that link to the top.
I'll point to the suit of armor and say, Jarek, I'll check that out. That looks like it could be your bag.
As a rule, anything Mark suggests, I'm cautious over. as a rule, but at the same time, new armor is quite nice. I would like to go over and kind of pursue the armor, but I am in no way touching it.
Okay, let me give you this because I've got a picture of the. You got them.
If there's a picture of it, I don't feel this is going to end well.
So armor here, desk, writing desk, bed. There's the fire. There's a chest there. So you're going to approach the armor?
Yeah, I won't touch it. In fact, I'll probably stay about the distance you've got me currently on the map, but I would like to have a slightly closer look at it and more scrutinish look at it.
Sure. It looks like an intact, archaic set of plate armor, but it looks functional. It looks like it's serviceable.
Okay. Still does not fill me with much.
I think I would have said to you, the more I think about this, the more uneasy I'm starting to feel. Can you detect? Can you detect evil, or find out if is it going to come to life and twat us? That's the question, isn't it? It's a big question.
As a rule, we assume it will come to life and twat us, and then we go from there.
Do we want to get everyone magic doesn't work in the tower?
Oh, so I'm really useful then, right? So therefore, I'm gonna try something. I'll tell Jarek's where he is. I'm going to move off the lift, but as I move off, I'm going to say down and see if it goes down back to the bottom so the others can come up.
It does.
I say, lads, come up here. There's stuff. Too loud enough for everyone to hear.
Everyone
in the whole world.
So if there was someone here,
they now know. Yeah, I'm taking that risk.
Okay, so what are you guys doing downstairs then? You've heard they've gone up. They're all the way up, and you've heard Akxikas say, "Come up here. There's stuff."
I said, just step on. Get on the platform and ask it to go up. It's great.
Have you asked it to go down again?
Oh yes, I have.
No.
It's down. It's Dave said it went down, so it should be at the bottom.
Yeah. Have you asked it to go down again?
No. Good. Yeah, you could try that. I think we should try that later, though. Come up here for now, just in case this suit of armor wants to kill me.
I still think one of us should at least check out the wagon, just in case.
Shall we do it on the way out, or together?
I telepathically ask my horse Reaper, "Is everything okay with the wine?"
Good question. Yeah.
What responses would you normally get? Can it communicate?
It is a fey creature. It's not a horse. It's a fey. It's a fey being that takes the form of a horse.
Oh, okay. So it can talk.
Horse.
So you can talk to each other.
It's 30-30 from Brave Star, basically,
yeah. And it's with a mild distance. Let me just.
He was an equestroid, just for anyone who might be wondering.
Nice.
Yeah, I bet no one was wondering though.
No, the slightest.
Yeah.
I'm Steed. If your steed has an intelligence of 5 or less, it becomes 6. So it's got a 6 intelligence. It gains the ability to understand one language of your choice that you speak.
It's actually as clever as Grog in Vox Machina.
An unusually intelligent, strong steed.
Hello, needy thing. Yeah. What you want? Can you hear him? He's not making. He's not.
While your steed is within 1 mile of you, you can communicate with each other telepathically.
Fantastic. That's awesome.
In which case, what's his name?
Jeff.
It's Reaper.
Reaper says, "All clear, y'all." I'm reading. Oh, I decided. I said books to read. Well, I listen to it more than read it. Re-listening to Kings of the Wild by Nicholas Eames. It's amazing.
I'm going to read it next.
Have you never? Oh, if you've never read it, Kings of the Wild by Nicholas Eames. It's absolutely superb.
I think I've got it waiting because I'm sure you recommended it.
Yeah. I have.
I've just not got around to it yet because it's Wild with a Y. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. The narrator.
Yeah, I've got it waiting.
A lot of the characters in it. In fact, I think there's 2 or 3 characters described as having a southern drawl, and the narrator is American anyway, and he gives them like a proper southern American accent. I know, and it's awesome. It's so good.
Is it a full-on Mars World top deck? My 4th Wrath Guard.
Might as well. Yeah, one of the characters is called Ganelon, that you have to pronounce Ganelon. It's awesome. It's absolutely brilliant. Where were we?
Well, Dan's gone. So.
Has he? Right. In that case, I'm going to go and refresh some expediation.
Hang on. So wait. Well. Hang on.
Too late.
The lift's down with Mark's down as well. Anyway, we're going to go up, I believe, because there's only me, Dan, and JMO the left. I'm guessing Adam's up there still.
Yeah, I'm still up
there. Like I said, I would like to investigate the wagon, but
sure.
I believe going upstairs is best, unless Dan and JMO want to go upstairs and leave me to it.
Well, it's up to you. What would Fester be doing?
I'm wanting to play the whole team thing, in all fairness.
Okay.
There is something that I would like to investigate, but team has said, let's go do this at the moment instead.
Sure. So Dan's back now. Then, so
I've had many issues with me going off on my own.
it's not gone well for most of you. Nick's
I
got
went off on
experience
my
in
own.
this as well.
I'm still alive.
Let's go off on our own together.
Hey, that works. So, are the downstairs team going up?
Bring me eggs, bring me cheese, bring me chips and mushy peas, etc.
That got weird.
Mark's back in case.
Oh, I
Sorry?
missed that.
I've noticed.
Are the downstairs team going up, or are you still investigating the wagon?
No preference.
Well, come up then. We're stood here waiting like bellends.
You're not. You're downstairs. Adam's on his own.
Mark's bigger than and I'm looking at the armor.
From a distance.
Yeah, from a respectful distance.
Pocket lift. I'm for lift.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm gonna give you a couple of things here then. So what I'd like from everyone is a group perception check then, please. Just
And as we go inside, I tell my horse to alert me if anything changes out here.
yeah. No, got you.
18
what was that?
for me.
Perception, did you say?
Perception.
Have you tried licking the horse?
Oh, yes.
Taste of raisins.
No,
Oh, yeah.
we don't do licking with fey animals. It went badly in my session on Tuesday.
Fuck it.
But do you know if it tastes of raisins or not?
No,
know?
we just Mark, we
I've
just don't. It didn't end well. There was no one that was happy about it. We'll leave it at that.
Let's leave it there. Okay.
Mark, with
Yeah.
my check, I could tell you which raisin it was, let alone if it tasted of them.
So it's slightly before Reaper warns you. So Fester gets the hairs on the back of your neck stand up as you go to the top, and something tells you that out of the to look out of the south window. As you peer out the south window, you can see at the edge of the land. I'm going to call it a pier. So the land that's connected to the pier, you can see riding along the old Svalich road is a horse and a rider galloping at full speed, and it just turns as if it's going to turn north towards you when Nick gets the listen here, boss, there's someone coming.
Is it a horse with no name?
Someone coming. You might not have noticed.
Behind this this person, this humanoid figure on the horse, you can see a large pack of bipedal wolves on all fours chasing, and you can also see, along with those werewolves, you can see a large pack of wolves and direwolves as well, and they turn the same as this humanoid creature approaches the pier.
So this sounds like Rictavio's asked us to come and help because he's being chased. He didn't have much. He wasn't very talkative, was he, Rokkr?
No, it was very short and
I
direct.
get the sense that we get back on the lift, say down, and help.
Yeah. Can we all get on it?
Yeah, you'd struggle a little bit, but it's quite cozy. If anyone
like they're doing the races, I'm going to see if Reaper can lead the horse with the wagon down towards the tower to get them that away from the.
Yeah. No problem at all.
I got Dave.
Yeah.
On the floor we are when we went up, are there multiple windows?
No, they are dirt-caked windows.
Arse-candle.
All the way up, apart from the top one, and there's just arrow slits. So the windows themselves are dirty.
I'm just
arrow slits,
up there and cast through there instead.
Yeah, just thought we could fight through the arrow slits, except we can't use magic. So I'm an absolute gimbo.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, sorry. Yeah,
we've got a ranger.
There's the bad.
He's gonna be all right.
He won't be able to hunt his mark, but he'll be able to fire.
So, Beans is, and you can now hear this commotion. You can hear the hooves. You know that Reaper's leading the wagon. Your wagon is now secure around the back. We can safely, for now, unless things go really bad, we can forget about that. The wine's secure. Reaper's secure with it. The horse that's with Reaper is skittish. So it
very strange name.
very good.
It's called Hoof-Hearted, that horse.
It's an agonising trip down for you guys. So you use, and it basically the lift's going doosh, 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 and you can hear this commotion. You can hear the galloping hooves coming closer and closer and closer.
Stop saying down. Just say it once and let it go. It's like clicking a thing on the computer that won't load, and you're just making it worse.
Just say release. By the time you get to the bottom, that you guess whoever's on the horse is pretty much going to be at the door, which is what happens as you get to the bottom. This figure that's now quite close to you jumps from the horse, lands on her feet, and rolls forwards. And what you see is a Vistani woman. Let me give you her token.
Oh, yeah.
Has she got a Wazzo pair of chucks?
Fabio said his apprentice, his female apprentice, was arriving, didn't he?
So she's clearly Vistani. She's got the sort of olive skin of a Vistani woman, black hair, headband, red cloak, and as she stands, you can see her. She stands with a sort of a stiff back, and she pulls this rapier and a hand axe out, and she looks like she knows how to use it. Of note, the only other thing that you notice about this woman is she has a prosthetic leg.
What about the jugs?
Roll perception, Mark.
Hang on.
Yeah. Adam first, because I think his is more important.
Hang on. I'm hunting. There was a discussion over this, and I can't remember what it was in, Dave.
Okay. Well, as she stops, you can see you guys. Your tokens aren't there. You're all inside. As the lift gets to the bottom, she's basically got off a horse here, and she's looking at a wagon. She's looking at the wagon, looking at you guys, and the first thing she says as she straightens her back, she points back and she points towards the werewolves, and she says, "I'm about to be attacked by these. Are you friends or foe?" In this thick Vistani accent.
Is the door open?
The door's open. You can see all of this happening, and not far behind her, the werewolves are approaching.
So get your ass in here really quickly and shut the door. Really quickly, and then shut the door. It's got a magic lock.
Dave, was that a slip of the tongue when you said werewolves are approaching?
No,
he said they were bipedal, as well as normal wolves.
B, she's using a rapier and a hand axe.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fucking weird mix.
She might be blacked out.
It looks like she knows how to use them.
Blacked out just uses axes.
And so, axe and a sword.
He doesn't use a rapier. Rapier's a foil.
He ends up with the master sword and the masterwork sword, doesn't he?
Also, Akxikas, I don't know if we can close the door inside, because then we lose the wine.
Not necessarily.
Why? Who's outside protecting it?
It's hidden at the back.
It's not.
By the,
because the werewolves wouldn't walk around.
So
Dave said it with the. Yeah.
She backs up a little bit. She'll say, "Well, I'm making a stand here," and then she prepares.
Next to her.
Jarek,
in that case,
Jarek will instantly walk past the stand alongside her.
Okay. I'm leaving the tower. I'm going to check if I can cast. Step out through the door.
Yeah, so you sort of summon your firebolt in your hand. You can't do it in the tower. As soon as you step outside, normal.
Right.
So
fireball the werewolves.
Let's roll initiative.
Yes.
Oh. Which floor of the tower do I need to be on? Because I'm still on the top floor.
Hold up.
Thank you.
I also
like the law in it. You know what I mean?
Can I be placed out by her before I roll?
I want to ask her a quick question.
I don't know where I am. So, there we go.
As we're walking outside,
yeah,
it's like, did Rick send you? And did he tell you that we were never going to give you up?
Never going to let you down.
I can't give you inspiration for Rick Astley gags, but if I could, I would. So she, you say Rick, and she sort of double takes you, and she'll say yes, and then she's still prepared, turns ready for a fight. So yeah, position yourself where you want here. What I'm going to have to do, gentlemen, and apologies for this, because the map is quite small. Let me just.
That's always shit.
Why is that always the story of my life? It's too small. It's too small.
For fuck's sake, why do I roll bloody initiative?
Click on your character.
Map tools.
Yeah, I'm on map tools. Right clicked on my character.
And then on the right hand side of the screen, there should be a purplish blue roll initiative.
No.
Did you left click on your character? Not right click.
I had the same problem the other week, Dave. You told me how to fix it.
Yeah, I did. Right, Jim. So at the top,
I'm going for a P.
I have to go to window and selected to make it appear.
That's the one. Jim's got it.
And I've rolled 26.
Of course you have.
Yeah, you never get initiative. It's really weird. You think you would get it more?
Right, I will wait until Ted gets back then.
Oh my god, I'm not bottom.
What? Yeah, because the map only gives me this bit here, but I'm gonna use the black area as well. The island itself, it's basically straight down here. Is the pier, if you understand what I mean.
Yeah.
So what I'll do is I'll make these visible to you. As
there he is, trousers.
As they get closer, you can see there's two what looks like larger.
That is a lot of wolves.
Larger werewolves approaching you. One you recognise as Trousers.
Trouser Wolf.
Trouser Wolf. We owe him big time.
I would say it's big time. I mean, the only person who messed up was Dan.
Oh, I'm going for him.
Yeah. Yeah, but we were feeble then when we met Trousers.
We're still reasonably feeble now when there's this many werewolves.
Well, you can cast Fireball, and so can I. I think that's going to help.
Yeah, but they're not really stood together, Mark.
Okay, we'll not use any AoE then, and just take them out.
Oh god, I hadn't scrolled down.
Yeah.
I see them.
Are you with me now, Dan?
Yeah, I mean, the fact that you put them on the black is far more nightmarish than if you'd have put them on grass.
Let's see if. Hold up. Let's see if I can do.
They're blatantly grouped together.
There is a hefty number of wolves.
I'm like a turtle salad sandwich.
I can do grass somehow. Let me just see if I can.
Turn myself into a turtle or a sausage, or a turtle sausage even.
Turtle sausage.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
There is such a thing as a turtle spoon. My nan used to have one, even though
nice
for scooping out turtles.
Yeah, literally for that very purpose. And they were like it was like an early spork. Or yeah, where it had spikes and spooniness going on. Which I don't know why she had one, because as far as I'm aware, turtle was never on the menu ever, let alone enough to warrant getting a special spoon.
Right.
Trout? There he is.
Shall I give them all halos? Would that make it easier to see them?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do the same for you guys then. Let's give you blue, shall we?
Me, myself, and Jeff.
There you go. Okay, so we also NPC.
Has anyone got big question marks on their grass? Oh.
I mean, I generally have been
question marks for wolves.
I've been question marks most of the time, to be honest.
That's something that works.
Yeah. That's just an average life.
I think it's. I think I've got a portion of the background not downloaded. It's hardly a major problem.
Oh, okay.
If you zoom in and zoom out again, Mark, it cured it for me.
It just worked. Yeah, I've just done exactly that, and it's
okay.
So even better.
Right. So, wait first. No.
So I attack Fester.
Bring it.
So, as they've approached, Ted, you've made out two distinct werewolves from the pack. One's a big fella that you've never seen before, and the other one's trousers.
Dan's mate.
Yeah. So as this pack of wolves and werewolves attack, Rokkr's the first to react. Hit it, Jim.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna
fuck somebody up.
Silver arrows.
So yes, I've clearly because there are lots of werewolves. I have got my silver arrows.
I'm gonna get more
on me, loaded up. So I'm thinking this werewolf just here.
Sure.
Is that the what?
Yep.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna kind of sneak across to here. That gives me line of sight, does it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll cast Hunter's Hunter's Snaffle on that. Spells.
Did you just call Hunter's Snaffle?
You did.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, so Hunter's Mark, so I will pass. Where's the freaking thing? Oh yeah, so it's used it up, right? That's it. Nice one. Hunter's Mark, and then I will roll to hit, which will be here, skills, abilities. No, it's not there, is it? Features and traits, actions. Longbow to hit. I'll hit. Did you see that?
Yes, 18 hits. I'm sorry, I was just looking. I thought I rolled initiative for Esmeralda. Apparently, oh no, it's second actually. Yeah, 18 hits, Jim. Yeah.
Why is that not showing up on
mine? 7 plus the Hunter's Mark. That's correct, isn't it? 1d6 plus Hunter's Mark. I've rolled it on the special O, so I'll do my second to the hit. That's going to take forever.
I wasn't there. I'd gone through.
Was it 7 damage with your arrow, Jim?
7 damage with my arrow, and then my Hunter's Mark is gonna roll. What's that? Is that gonna appear as anything? One. Right. Second attack.
Yep.
23.
23 hits.
With a 6.
6 damage plus your Hunter's Mark.
Roll on this because it's much quicker. And as this is my first attack of this combat, I get a third attack.
You do. What was your Hunter's Mark, mate? Because it's not popping up on the game log.
5.
5. Gotcha. Okay. That's better. So third attack.
Third attack is a critical.
Whoa.
Oh, this is the one to do it because you get an extra D8 to double.
So 12.
And then you get 2d6 and 2d8 because it's a crit.
And do I get 2d6 for the Hunter's Mark? It's just one.
And 2d8, yep. And 2d8 for your third attack feature.
Yeah. So I've rolled that, which was 12. Has that appeared?
No, that's your longbow. On your third attack, you deal a bonus d8 damage as well, don't you?
Yeah, it just appeared. My longbow was 2d8. I rolled 2d8.
Yep. And then you also, on your third attack, get an additional d8 on top of that, which is doubled.
It's true. So you need 2d8 and 2d6 now.
Another. Okay. Right.
A lot of damage, Jim. That's
The one
Okay.
that's Britain.
1, 2d8 and 2d6. Okay. 22.
So 34 damage in total. 22. Jesus. Okay.
That one hit.
That's incredible. So 3 arrows, blazing streaks of silver shoot towards this werewolf and knock him spinning round on the floor. His momentum as he spins round, and you can see the wounds. There's steam and hissing wounds come from him. As he collapses, he shakes himself off and then continues running. But he is fucked up big time. Any more movement?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Before we move on, we're going to need to know if Adam can use his axe, or whether he's got to stick with a mace, because that's going to be relevant, isn't it? If fighting werewolves.
Well, that's up to Jarek, isn't it?
How long are we running on?
It's purely down to which rules we use. But no, we said it doesn't matter, didn't we, Dan? Because I've not taken that order. Dan's on silence.
Well, would it be better than if I pass you my silver dagger? Can you use a dagger?
Is Dan now on voice?
What's happening?
I thought I was, but
now you are.
It's not the order. It's the playtest cleric. All clerics at level 2 pick a feature, and one of them can be protector. So it's not it's not an extra order. It's in addition to your order. But it's if you were doing the playtest.
It's purely it's Dave's game. Dave's call on that.
What time are we running until tonight?
I could do till 11. Is
that okay?
Is that the general? Yeah. You're right, because I'm in the bedroom and Magda, I'd need to tell Magda because she'll have to take my laptop downstairs because I'm on crutches and it's all kind of shenanigans.
Oh, you're still on crutches, Jim?
Yes. Yeah, can't walk. Ooh. I will be on crutches. Well, I had an operation 5th of January.
Yeah.
And they split my hip into 3 pieces. So it's just, I can't even do it. My leg just flops around like that.
What was the end result meant to be of that?
To correct hip dysplasia.
Oh God!
So to
sounds pretty awful.
The axes of my hip to align them up. Okay. So
yeah. So
okay, right. Let's crack on.
11 o'clock. Right. So any more movement from Rokkr?
No.
No. So Esmeralda's turn. You see her look round. You guys are now sort of flanking her, and she'll say, "Oh, well, I suppose we're now allies. I am Esmeralda." And she spins and turns around, and you see she starts to she sheathes the rapier. She sort of makes arcane gestures, and 3 images of Esmeralda appear around her as she casts
mirror image.
Is it weird?
But she
going to go for a slash.
Yeah, she keeps her position. So werewolves' turn. They're the first to react from bad guys in.
One of them bleeds.
I used to be my own pants.
So, see.
Well, it's nice. It's nice that you're working these things out, Mark. But I believe.
So this, I'm going to have this one dash round the side.
I'm hoping to get promoted to trousers status soon.
I think they're all going to dash, actually.
I'm concerned by BB getting got.
Gots to get.
How many werewolves were there? Enough.
A few.
There was.
I thought
2,
there was
no more than 2. That's what
there's more than 2,
say.
pal.
No, that's what Boo would say. Boo always says 2, no more than 2, whenever there's a shitload of things.
One of them's just about to try and eat my face, so...
Right, I think that's all the werewolves. So the werewolves are sort of loping towards you, dashing. So that one on the side, is going to dash. I think that's everything. None of them were within melee range. And they're all still on all fours, loping towards you. Takes us to Jarek's turn.
Lopage.
Yeah, it is. So Jarek is going to run away. Anyway, right.
He's going to jump on the lift, go up.
Yeah, just like, fuck you guys. I'm going up to the top.
Yeah.
So the small walls are in 5 feet squares, aren't they?
Yeah.
I kind of feel like fireball's probably the best way to open this encounter, just because we've got quite. What's the fireball scatter?
I didn't ask how big the room was. I said fireball.
It's a 20-foot ball, isn't it? I think 20-foot radius there.
There is a Dave. You've got a thing for that, haven't you? I've seen it. I've seen you put a thing.
Is there any chance I could borrow one of those just to work out best placement?
Yes, of course you can. I think I told you before, when I did this map, I did it individually instead of like a full campaign. As such, I have to have to do the macros every time, which is a pain in the backside. Well, it's not a pain in the backside. So snap to gear and then light sources, or so it's a. Hold up, that's too big, isn't it? It needs to be 20.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
That's quite big.
Just prove that's what they all say.
I'm
not there.
That fireball, please.
Not there.
Have you got that confused with my lightning bolts?
No, that's the wrong one.
Turtle's edge poking out of that one.
I can do.
My fireballs feel like they're getting smaller as this goes on.
Delayed blast fireball. This one feels like if you learn a new spell.
Circle. That's 20. Okay, let's see if this works. It's also 20 circle. There you go. So if I give this to you, mate.
See where I want to chuck it.
Right, you should be able to move that now, and it's not snap to.
Yeah, grid, I've got control. Right, where's Dan? Right, let's have a look.
That's a fair few.
I think that is.
Could it come forward a bit and get the werewolf?
Yeah, that's what I'm just. Give me a chance. You're not in control. You've got no part of this. Shut up.
Well, they normally hit me.
Well, yeah.
No power here.
I think that's probably my best, because that's 8, I think.
That's a damn fine fireball.
9.
Okay, what? Committing.
Let me just check there's no other place, because the only other place is over here, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's still only 7. No, I think this probably wins the fight, so that gets all of that lot there, I think.
Okay, what's your DC at?
25. 15.
15. Right.
On a deck
do direwolves first. Top to bottom, 9 and 6, so both direwolves fail. Wolves. So we've got. I'm going to do.
Did they roll dire?
Left to right. I'm going to do. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the wolves. So 7, 10, 4, 12, 21. So number 5 passes, and 16. So 5 and 6 pass.
And the werewolf at the top?
Is it just one werewolf? So I don't have to go 11. Right. So 5 and 6 wolf pass. Everyone else fell. Yes, mate. Yeah. Roll it.
Sorry, before you do that, did this guy hit me here?
No, he's dashed towards you. He used his action to get extra. On all fours, slavering with steaming
as I release the fireball, I will bellow, Lathander's blaze guide you.
Nice.
Just a bit of so anyone that fluffed it, what the fuck? That shit dice animates. So one of the dice was rolling across the board, sliding on 5, stopped at the edge of the screen, and rolled to 1.
90.
27, and then half of those 2 were little ones.
Yeah. So 27.
Oh, look how close that was. If they're not dead, they are so close.
That one's 27. And these 2, so 13? Yeah. Yeah, they're dead anyway, aren't they?
That's a lot less attacks coming at us at the lower.
Oh, they are dead. I thought because there's no skull and crossbones, I thought they were on like 1.
No, I have to put them on longhand, I'm afraid. Okay. There we go. So even the 2 that passed, you've managed to kill.
And then, movement-wise, I'm just going to move to there to kind of intercept those coming in.
Okay.
I'm well aware how squishy the range has been, being as, average weather kills him.
Yeah. Right, so Trousers' turn.
I'll bring him up.
Who? It was Nik, wasn't it?
Hang on, I thought all the werewolves had been.
No, all of the non-named werewolves have been. But I split Trousers and the leader.
Is this
Did you sit down too quickly?
It was Nik Trousers who got a thing for,
Yeah. So with a dash, he can get to there. That takes us to the big lad. So this werewolf now, there's muscles on top of his muscles. This is the biggest werewolf that you've ever seen, and certainly compared to all the rest, this lad's huge as he steps towards Jarek, and he will, as he's fighting you, he will try and flank round you as well. So he'll sort of move into this position here as he's fighting his way around you. This claw. So he's going to try and claw towards Jarek to start off with, and he only rolls a 10 to hit, unfortunately. But as he does this, he tries to lurch forwards and bite. And misses, rolls a 9. So that takes us to Nik Ana's turn.
How did that other werewolf move?
Say again, sorry.
How did that other werewolf move?
Which one?
This one.
With his feet.
Yes, I get that. Physics. But I thought that was part of all the other fucking werewolf dickheads.
Did I move him twice?
Yeah, you'd moved him round Jarek.
Nothing was on the board to start with, was it?
It was here.
They all ran forward.
And then you'd moved him to there.
Yeah. No, so wherever he started. Hold up, Ted. What are you alluding to?
Well, I'm just wondering how this werewolf has walked up to Jarek and walked past him without getting slapped in the face.
Well, he's not outside.
He's not moved out of melee range. So he's not provoked an opportunity attack by fighting around Jarek, but he's put himself into a position where he's.
No, it's just I'm just wondering.
A sweaty bum cheese.
Nik's turn.
A hex Trousers. I'm going to call strength.
Yeah.
Hex him in the body.
I'm then going to attack him.
Okay.
And I'm smiling.
Or is it cheesecake for tea?
24.
24 hits.
Cheesecake.
That's 13 damage.
Yeah.
And it's a silver longsword.
It is.
And then I'll attack him again with my second attack.
Do you want your hex damage?
Oh, sorry, I've got a hex damage.
Yeah.
He's a nutty. That bloke's a
That was
nutty.
17 damage off the first hit.
Yeah.
Second attack is 21.
It's
That's 12 plus another 3, so that's 15.
15 damage. Okay.
And that's it's not my turn. I'm going to sidestep to try and make it harder for him to
touch your testicles inappropriately.
No, I suppose that actually makes it easy for the other one to get through to Akxikas, so no, I'll go there.
Okay.
So Akxikas will get your testicles, don't worry.
Actually, it doesn't matter if we're protecting Akxikas, he's going to teleport into the middle of him, isn't
he? Speaking of which.
I need a fireball talk thing, please, Dave.
Okay.
Of my very own.
He wants to try and one-up me, but it's never going to happen.
Hold up.
Unless it casts this on you.
There you go.
Yeah, nice one. Okay.
Why's my fireball gone over there?
I think it may be the same fireball.
Yeah. my fireball went rogue.
Move it now. Right. Is it going to be just a little bit further? Oh, here we go. Might not be being a massive piece. Yeah, I think that's. Well, could I get that one back in if I pull it back a bit? Yeah, I think I could. Yeah, I can get into his face as well. Right, I'm going to plant a fireball there.
Right, okay. So 1, 2, 3 wolves, 3 dire wolves, and a werewolf.
Wicked.
Right,
my DC is. Where's the DC?
And a partridge in a pear tree?
It's in the body.
That's 4 wolves and 3 dire wolves.
One's a werewolf.
Fireball.
Right,
it's DC 15, Dave. Sorry about that.
Righto. So wolves left to right, 15, 20, 15. All the wolves pass. Wow. Although I don't think it matters.
Jeez.
Werewolves, 3. So, dire wolves, 7, 8, 15. So the last. And there's just one werewolf, isn't there? Rolls an 11. So, roll your damage.
What level does the thingy cast it at? Level 5, isn't it?
10d6.
Yeah.
34.
Yep. Ooh, so it'd be half of that to the save.
Yeah. Well, so half 34, 15, 17 is enough to kill the already injured direwolf, even though it's saved. All of the wolves saved, but they die.
Wicked. I do like that.
And you're doing 34 damage to the direwolves.
Oh.
One of the direwolves passed, didn't they? Didn't the last one pass?
Yeah,
Mark, what I feel from this, Mark, is our work is done and we can retire to the tower.
Any movement from Akxikas?
No, I'll stay where I am.
Okay.
I'll happily pass.
Okay, that takes us to direwolves then, of which there's still 3 left. They have it is 50, yes. So that one's clearly up to Jarek. Let me just check the pack tactics. Allies within 5 feet. So that one is there. 35. Now we're in. Right, so 2 on Nik, 1 on Jarek, and they're attacking with advantage. So I'm going to do left to right. So I'm going to do Nik first. As these wolves as big as cart horses try and lunge towards Nik, first one rolls 15 to hit. Second one rolls 23.
Cast shield, my AC is 24.
Sure. And then towards Jarek, 24. 5 points of piercing damage, reduced to 2. Thanks for turning up.
I mean, I appreciate its attempt.
You've actually killed all the wolves, haven't you? So it's Festus' turn.
Festus.
Heyo.
Right. What's the weather looking like, Dave?
It's not stormy.
Not stormy. Wonderful. Do you know how much I appreciate that? Because a moonbeam is about to shit the fuck people up.
There are 2 werewolves stood next to each other.
Well, there's one right in front of me.
Who is
I
that?
don't need the gun.
The one right in front of me is going to get a moonbeam right on his ass.
Ass beam.
And it's going to be level 3 as well. So let's have some of that.
Okay, you're gonna have to talk me through Moonbeam again because I think you can hit 2, can't you? Die Wolf and the Wolf.
Actually, yeah, no, because it's a silvery beam of pale light shines down in a 5-foot radius, 40 foot high. So obviously that's for flying dickheads. That doesn't matter. So 5-foot radius.
Is it damage straight away or at the start if they start their turn in it?
They've got a save against it.
Is it?
Yeah, no. When a creature enters the spell's area for the first time, or on a turn, or starts. Sorry. When a creature enters the spell's area for the first time, or on a turn, it starts its turn there. It is engulfed in ghostly flames and causing certain pain. It must make a Constitution saving throw. Shape Change makes a saving throw disadvantage. If it fails, it instantly reverts back to its original form and can't assume its form again until it leaves it.
Okay.
And also I can move it.
Right. So there's your thing. So you said 5-foot radius, so 10-foot diameter.
Yeah. So we want it on. No. It's a 5-foot radius.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no. Yeah. So I thought it was literally just on a square.
That'd be 5-foot diameter, wouldn't it? Oh, please don't put it on us.
Yeah. No. I don't think it's on us at all. I think it's literally just on the square that the.
What size is it? 5-foot radius.
5-foot radius. Yeah.
That'd be a 10-foot diameter, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Would it?
Yeah.
5 foot either side of it.
Yeah. So radius is from the center to the edge, isn't it?
Incredibly big.
I'll move that slightly then.
It does look a lot bigger than 10, doesn't it?
Mm. Well, if it's 5 on either side, where Ted's put it, it should only just reach the. Like, if you put it in the middle of that grid, like there, it should only just reach the 4. Would cover the 4 square, shouldn't it?
I mean, obviously, I'm more concerned about the idiot that's literally on top of me.
Yeah.
At the moment,
so it looks like it covers 4 squares.
That'll do. That'll do a werewolf and a direwolf, yeah?
There you go. That's probably closer. Yeah.
That will still do a werewolf and a direwolf.
Indeed. Yeah. Well, it stays as well, which is why I wanted to make sure I've got a reasonably.
Yeah. That's the issue. I can move it around.
Yeah.
And fucking moonbeam people to fuck.
Yeah. Talk me through it then, mate, because I was doing that macro. What do I need to roll?
It's a con save of 16.
I don't think it's yet, is it?
Okay. Right.
What?
Because it's at the start of their turn or when they move into it.
Sorry, when a creature enters the spell's area for the first time, or sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
The wording is strange. When a creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts a turn, it's there. That's the weird bit. It is engulfed in ghostly flames.
Yeah. So when they start their turn, they take the damage. Unless something runs into it now. Was that that be an action then, Ted? Any bonus action?
Yes, that's my. Strange enough, Dave. We're going to have some goose action.
Okay,
We're
so
have some goose.
It doesn't appear there. It appears wherever you want him within range. Said.
Heyo.
I'd already got him ready. I'd got that bit ready at least. Nice. So he appears there. That's 3 saving throws.
And doesn't get any of us. That's quality.
That is
quality spotting.
Is it?
Of
it's Dex, isn't it?
That's what the goose tries to do. Hang on, I need to. I was all fixed up with trying to do moonbeam shit, and now I've got to do it later, not now. Come here, dickhead. No, it's not wild shape, is it? Oh. Wild spirit. That's the badger. Though he's not a badger.
I'm going to kick that badger's ass.
So.
I remember somebody having a T-shirt that said, "I'm going to kick that badger's ass" on it. I suspect it was you, Ted.
It was me. It's strange enough.
I mean, it's a relatively safe bet.
It was actually a beaver saying it as well.
Which, for no reason I can think of, makes it all the funnier. Trouser wolf, I can't remember. Kid.
Is it some defeats potentially?
What you have to Ted?
The fucking goose appearing, because obviously it causes damage, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Is it not 2d6?
It is 2d6, yeah.
Should I just do 2d6?
2d6.
Yeah, I need to know the save DC.
I saw on today. I was listening to a program at work about the Sumerians, and they played a
16 2d6. So they all fail apart from the direwolf. So yeah, 2d6 damage. Sorry, Mark.
Yeah, they used the game used. It was a board game, and it used tetrahedral dice, which said in the modern era are known as D4s, which I thought was quality. Yeah,
that was a really good roll.
D4s.
It does say fire damage, obviously.
Yeah. So one werewolf is engulfed in goose flame.
Goose flame's the worst kind of flame to get engulfed in.
It is. It always is.
Anything else?
No, I believe that is me, unfortunately.
Okay.
That was all right.
Well, you've removed Rokkr from melee combat. So Jim, Rocker's turn.
Good work.
Yeah. You can shoot things again.
Right. Let's have a look.
Need to get some seed for the goose. It's okay.
Goose seed of goose. Right.
Fire seed.
Have you left me out?
Nature grows the seed, then we eat the seed.
Cinder. Right. So Cinder in these two guys are going to be looking at Cinder, aren't they? They're not going to. Yeah, they're in base contact with Cinder. Right. So I'm going to go for this chap here then. Or is this? Would somebody else prefer me to go for somebody else?
Go for Dan.
Go for Dan.
The one straight in front of you that's going to hurt you. I'd go with that one. The one that's going to hurt you in a minute.
I'd go with something that's closer to you myself, but that's up to you.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, that's a werewolf as well.
That's the one I would, but I mean, obviously.
Sorry, I didn't realise that was a werewolf. I thought it was just a wolf. Right, I'll just back off a little bit.
Knows it.
Jump on a horse, run away to town, and go, oh, I wonder what that was about.
Yeah.
Got a big Right, so I'm going for that one.
For this one,
Did my hunter's mark, would that have transferred?
You could do it as a bonus action. You don't need to
bonus
cast
action,
it again.
please. Yeah. And right, roll to hit. So it is actions, roll to hit.
Actions, so it is.
Oh, critical on roll to hit. So, that still crits the damage. Oh, of course it does, you idiot.
Yeah.
Nice. 16. And crits the D6 double. Do I get double for hunter's mark?
Yep.
Yeah.
2d6, yeah. So 16.
Yeah, plus 5.
Plus 5, 21.
21.
Okay, second attack.
Second attack. No way. Fuck off. 3 crits on a trot. That's ridiculous.
Oh, it's a shame we can't see this, honey. What's it? Go on. That's really good, Jim.
Oh, but I rolled a 3. 7.
What's the total, mate? With the
14.
14.
So pretty low.
Okay, shame.
Critical.
Anything else?
He's going to be base to base. Will he get past Cinder and come for me? Yes, he probably will, won't he?
Well, it depends, doesn't it? I'd have thought
I tell you what, make an insight check for me, Jim.
Their aim would be for Cinder, I thought.
Insight would be on skills, and it was 21.
21. 21. This guy, you can. This is the leader. He's got muscles on muscles, and he's seen basically. He's looking all around, and he's thunk. These 2 silver arrows have hit him from 2 different, from both shoulders. He's bolting. He's running.
Rear.
He's not hanging around.
He's running away.
Yep, he wants to run now.
Okay.
I think Lord Flash may have a phrase that would fit in around there.
I don't have any spells, do I? I can't cast anything, can I?
Well, you've actioned a bonus action, so it's just movement left, really. Yeah.
So no, stand my ground then.
Right, I'm going to have a quick go with Esmeralda. She's going to try and finish the dial. So first attack with the rapier. What was it? Misses.
Put your rapier away, Dave.
Yeah, she's drawn it again. With the rapier, hits with the second one, 9 damage. Kills it. Right, so.
Ow.
And then with the hand axe, as she sort of runs the direwolf through the skull, she has a backhanded slash with the hand axe towards the werewolf. She does hit. So you notice, or Nick would certainly notice, that there's no gleam of silver with these weapons, but it seems to be damaging the werewolves nonetheless.
She's got a magic sword.
Speaking of werewolves, we have a few turns now, so let's do movement first. Which leaves that one there. Right, so we've got a few attacks now. I'm going to do left to right. So werewolf at the top starts his turn.
Dave.
Yeah.
So damage. So con save of 16.
Okay, gotcha. Werewolf Constitution 10.
Right. So I'll do the damage, but also there's another effect.
Yes.
That's nice. This is all radiant damage as well.
Yeah.
a shape changer makes a saving throw with disadvantage. If it fails, it instantly reverts to its original form.
Oh,
It can't assume it until it's out of the spells area.
Okay, interesting.
That is superb. Situational, but still.
It is.
I mean, this campaign is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Sorry, I'm trying to multitask here. So
That's why I made sure it wasn't stormy, because the moonbeams can come straight down.
okay.
It's like, you know that bit in Akira where Song just fucking comes straight down. It's like, yeah.
I've only tried watching Akira once, and we'd had some strange foreign mushrooms in it. I couldn't handle it at all.
Okay,
It was
so
very
It's understandable. It gets a bit weird at the end.
it is. It's too much for me. So it turns back into human.
Mm-hmm.
How much? Takes 22 damage.
22.
Yeah.
That might kill a human.
Does it? Does its stats change then?
Well, it's still radiant damage, but
Yeah, I don't think it does because werewolves can assume humanoid form.
Yeah, it's that form that they'll be turning back to, whatever their humanoid form is that it becomes.
Yeah,
I imagine.
I don't know how werewolves work. I just know how the blood hunter werewolf works.
Yeah, no, it's still on the same stats, but it's completely stark bollock naked. So it's its turn.
Won't be able to bite, surely.
It won't be able to bite you or use claws, so it'll be sort of an unarmed combat. So it will.
That's wicked.
So he looks really confused about what's happening. He'll step out of the moonbeam and use his action to turn back into a werewolf. Or, yeah, because he's out of it now, isn't he?
Yeah.
But it's still his action, so...
It's still his whole action, yeah.
Yeah.
Guess who's moving the moonbeam next turn?
Yeah. Right, so that's his go. There's one in... one in front of Nick.
Yeah, because that direwolf appears to have died without me
The
realising.
direwolf is an ex-direwolf. Sorry, Adam. I was going to try and reply to you. Wasn't it a God-given vision?
I can't remember. I can't find the discussion. It's not. I thought it was on Facebook.
Yeah.
It's not.
Leave it with me. I'll try and find it. Let me just move a few dead things. There we go.
Again.
You out the way.
Two werewolf attacks on Nick.
But I believe that means I can go away for a minute.
Yeah. So claws against Nick. First one rolls 11. Second one rolls. First one rolls 8, so both miss. Second one, 18.
I'm 24 at the moment.
Still 24. Okay.
Until my turn, yeah.
Yeah. And 19 misses, so they miss. So this is Nick. Jarek. 2 on Jarek. These haven't got. No, they haven't. So 2 claws on
sausages.
Jarek. So 10 and 10, 7 and crit 24.
Missed.
Yeah. 11 points reduced.
To 7. No, sorry. 8.
Yeah. Okay.
Take 14 rectal damage.
It is Jarek's turn.
I'm literally, with where I think I'm positioned, I'm literally just going to activate Spirit Guardians and leave it at that, I think. Because I've got
Seems fair.
4 neighbouring, so there'd be no other actions. So it's just Spirit Guardians and hold form.
Righto, and it's
their turn. You get it.
Yeah.
15 foot radius. 15
radius. Let's do.
Yeah, 15 radius, wisdom 15 at the start of their turn.
Right, hold up.
So that's me.
Okay.
Aren't I nice and easy to deal with?
So we want That's 30. That's 30. Okay, let's give you your aura then. So light sources. Aura 30 circle.
Arse.
5, 10, 15. That's too big as well, isn't it?
I think you're somehow managing to hit double on everything, aren't you?
Yeah.
We're all fine with it.
I'm sure you are.
Yeah.
I mean,
No
there's
issues.
no complaints whatsoever.
So,
Michael
where is it?
Bublé.
There it is.
I mean, complaints against Mark for saying Michael Bublé, but you know.
Try this. See, yeah, that's near enough, isn't it? So that's Jarek's turn then, isn't it? Right. So Trousers is going to turn and run. You know what to do, Dan?
Oh, he's actually running.
Yep.
Booming blade.
Okay.
Oh, I've not got inspiration.
Give him some pasty, lad.
Come on.
Pin your ears back.
Oh, bad.
Such a shame, mate.
Bleed.
So Kirill's going to do the same, and he will. Excuse me, Jarek, if you want to do the same. Actually, can you?
Yours.
No.
Why?
What? No, yeah, I've got my action still, so not.
Oh, I beg your pardon. Before I do anything, he has to make a wisdom save.
Yes.
I also couldn't be attacked anyway, Dave. I didn't have my reaction because of shield.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got a wisdom from me, but I'm not choosing to take my reaction to strike at him.
Okay, wisdom save is 16.
So he passed, so he only takes half damage.
Yep.
Which is, where has it gone? Spirit Guardians. Wow, the dice are slow today. Abysmally slow. So 4 damage is 11, so 5 damage.
Yep. Got it. And he's pelted. So both Trousers and this other large werewolf are running as fast as they can. Takes us to Nick's turn.
Okay. I just need to. Things changed. Things changed. I'll add it. 10 feet, okay. Trousers not getting away.
Oh, you got away for.
I'm going to Misty Step.
Yep.
Give him some pasty, son.
I'm going to twat him twice.
Go for it.
I feel like I'm not that better though.
Yeah, last time you missed your steps towards Trousers, it was an entirely different situation. This could be.
Yeah. It was.
It was hilarious.
He took a big bite out of your ass.
But he got saved by me being very lucky.
13.
I think that
hits.
was gamed. To be fair,
Dave, did you say hits?
Yes.
Level 2 smite.
Okay.
Dan wants Trousers.
Trousers pinned me to the floor, and we had to shout drop. So this first of all.
Hey, buddy, remember me?
7 damage as normal.
Yeah.
And then let me just check to see if he constitutes as any of the things that gets additional damage off the smites.
Dave, I think Dan wants to kill Trouser.
Oh, I want it to look good. So it will be 3d8 normally. He's not undead or fiend, so it's just 3d8.
Yeah. So
there's an additional. Can I roll necrotic and?
It doesn't matter. Just add it all up together, mate.
And get a bud.
Another 15 on top of that, so that was a 22 damage attack.
Okay, not down yet, although he is severely bloodied.
And then second attack.
21.
21 will do it.
21 to hit, and I'm going to put in a level 1 smite.
Okay.
It's not the optimal thing to do, but this is trousers.
Does he still have the
Oh,
trousers?
I don't need to roll. I'm not rolling to hit again. I'm now rolling damage.
I reckon he must do. He's the only thing we'll be able to recognise him by. They all look the same, them werewolves. Sorry, that's a bit.
But then
like
that's another hit for 20.
Like
Another hit for
anthrophobic.
20.
Okay, how would you like to kill trousers?
Oh!
I
He
miss behind him, and
stills.
as he goes, I just bring the sword down on his back and then run it through him. And
Nice.
hopefully he turns back into a human on my blade.
He does. He turns back into a human, and you've. He looks like Steptoe's dad.
Except he's pissed his trousers.
Yeah.
Oh.
He was
And
actually gay.
then I
Or
turn
Walder
to the
Prey.
boss. Yeah, I turn to the boss and just go, "You're next."
Okay, so the boss has seen this happen now, and he's sort of loping on all fours, and you can see he's shit scared. Akxikas?
Right. Let's see what's going to happen. So I'm. Right, that one that's there's one that's trying to propel and fester. So
Yeah.
I'll spin a rune. I shall hex him as a bonus spell end, and then give him 2 Eldritch PP touches.
Eldritch pasties.
Here we go. Attack roll number 1.
I bet they don't taste nice.
What, PP pastas?
Eldritch pasties.
20 hits.
You want me to do damage and then again, or
It's up to you, mate.
Okay, I'll roll to hit. You can see if me the one hits.
18 hits.
So that's 2d10 plus 2d6. First d10, 12 damage. Second d10, 6 damage, and then 2d6.
Yeah.
2d6 is. Do that with the custom rather. Kaboot.
Ooh.
Another 7, yeah.
Okay. So plenty of damage, but doesn't actually kill him. Anything else from Akxikas?
Where am I? I'm there. So got Esmeralda in front. There's 2 werewolves there. No, I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm done.
Right. So Direwolf's turn is just gonna, as its fangs bared, move around Jarek just to there, and it's going to try and bite you with a 21 to hit. 8 damage on Jarek.
Did it take its damage at the start of its turn for Spirit Guardians?
Ooh.
Let's have a check.
Belay that 8 damage.
I'll still likely take the damage. But...
Well, I don't think you will actually, mate. Roll your damage. If it's
more juice, need more juice.
Mine is 14, so 7 if it passes.
Even if it passes, it's dead. So you don't take the damage. Nice one, done. So we can take the direwolves out of. They're all dead. Fester.
Oh, word. Right, so we've got werewolf. We've got lots of werewolves still alive, haven't we?
Mm-hmm.
And pretty much everything else is dead, other than why is Dan over here? What are you doing, dickhead?
I've killed some trousers.
Right. I can move the moonbeam, what then means I can't slap anyone. So I'm just still werewolf.
Let turn it off.
This one is a kisser. That's it.
Turn off camera.
It's the mic you might want to do as well, mate.
No.
I can move.
Please.
I'm sure I can move the spell up to about 60 foot. So
Yeah, did I think I gave you control of it. You got control of it, mate.
yeah, no, I have. I'm just making sure I can.
Okay.
That's the thing.
Cool.
Because that would help the people that are dealing with those idiots at the moment.
Yes. Yeah. A 9.
Oh, mama.
Do you want me to turn the light off?
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah. I'll turn it off. Yeah.
Do you want me to do it?
Yeah,
No, I can reach.
60 foot. 60 foot, I can move it.
No.
So,
Oh.
so are we wanting me to place it?
Still see you is awesome. That mine wouldn't do that.
If we wanted me to place it about here, oh fuck,
Turn myself into a little dancer.
here, because that will help. That'll cover my 3 werewolves. It leaves me dealing with one actual full-blooded werewolf on me. Did anyone actually attack Cinder, by the way?
No.
Nope.
Oh, so
Somebody
Cinder
got left
did.
alone.
For once.
We have caused some carnage to these boyos.
You've torn them apart, haven't you?
Yeah, so let's.
There's
That's
one
weird.
surviving werewolf that's a bit close
Yes.
to Nick for
So
his
that-
own good. A bit too close. That's a
3.
wicked picture of a werewolf, Dave, by the way, on that one that's down by Nick. That's awesome.
Oh,
That's all the
trousers.
same.
That was nice.
Yeah.
No, the actual normal one was really nice as well, to
Yeah.
be fair.
Does.
With the moon in the background.
Yeah.
Shame it's a full moon, bitches.
That's the sort of artwork that I'd actually have up in my living room if I had it. But everybody else thinks that that's a weird thing.
Have you seen Kirill's as well? That's a good one.
Oh yeah, that is nice.
Yeah, the internet's awesome.
It is very awesome, but also
in small doses, it is.
Sadly, people get lost in it, don't they?
I do sometimes wonder, because obviously with this being on YouTube, I don't know if these are copyrighted. I hope no one's going to get annoyed. No one watches it, so I don't think it really matters.
Have you seen my comments, Dave?
I did. I replied. Have you seen my reply to your comment?
No, I haven't. Didn't know.
Did you just tell him to sod off?
Have you read my comments?
I have.
You were anyone else? Yeah. I did call myself that and tell myself to shut up in the reply.
Oh, fuck off. Come on, what's going on?
It was the old Len Spade story, wasn't it? Story of Len Spade. Yeah.
Right, so I can move that there because I've already done my main action, which is moving the spell. My bonus is Cinder being a fella. Spit at that wolf.
At the wolf on you?
Yes.
Okay, roll to hit.
I am a spittoon.
Which was just the magic stone stuff, wasn't it? That we agreed.
Yeah.
But it's only 1d6 plus 3, I believe.
Yeah, I think so.
What's it? 20?
20 hits.
So we'll just do 1d6 plus 3, 7.
Okay. That's not too shabby.
Fire damage again, but yeah, because I personally can't do anything.
No.
Which is annoying because I had to move that to help other people.
Do you move
The
it?
sacrifices.
You move it as an action, do you?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That takes us to the top of the tree. Rokkr's turn.
I want some. Give us some bastard.
Right, let's take some out.
The one by Ted's not on much, I don't think.
Is this guy running away?
If he could deal with it before he gets a chance. Just saying.
This one, Ted.
Yeah, that's the fella. He's not very well. He hasn't tried to leg it yet, but I assume he will because he's getting caned.
And also,
badly.
he's quite confused because he was like a wolf. Then he turned
Yeah.
into a human. Then he's gone back to being a wolf.
Right, that gives me a line of
Bellend
sight.
shoots at him.
I'll transfer, like you call it, onto it.
You can't because it's currently on there, and that's
it's on that guy.
Yeah, so you'd have to well, you can recast it, Jim.
Maybe another spell slot.
Yeah, the first one will just be over.
To be honest, this werewolf here he's been ragged around. He's on his last legs anyway.
Right, okay, we'll leave it as is then.
And he's very confused.
Yeah, give him some. Cold steel. They don't like it up.
He doesn't know if he still wants to identify as a werewolf.
You get that, 21.
Did you see the news today? It was shocking. It was just like transgender rapist Isla, I can't remember the surname, moved from women's prison to men's prison. It's just like, yeah, the crime was full-blown rape against 2 women.
Okay, Jim, damage.
Whilst he was in custody, decided he was a woman. Why?
Right, yeah, that's enough to kill it.
Get in. Are you killing that one, Jim? I'd ragged it up a bit. Is he there?
Yeah, it's just.
But his wife is asleep about a metre from him, so he's not talking.
Right, okay, fair play.
Just embracing his inner dark side, sitting there.
Yeah, okay, Jim, yeah, gotcha.
He's going full stealth.
Second attack.
Yeah, he's in darkness. I can see him. He's invisible, right?
What control?
This one has got the hunter's mark, hasn't it?
It has, yeah. With a silver arrow as well.
Get that?
No. 12 plus your d6. Yeah, I don't know why your phone's not popping on the WhatsApp.
Your laptop does, but your phone doesn't.
12 plus 5, nice, 17. Okay, he's still running. Is that game end of turn, Jim? Yeah. Okay. Okay. So what you're going to see from Esmeralda now is she is going to sheathe her weapons again, and from her fingertips, a bolt of lightning streaks in between these two, straight down there.
Ow!
Save me 30. Misses you, mate. Don't worry.
Okay.
One saves. Oh, wait a minute. Does one save? Yes, one saves. So, 27.
Parodontosaurus.
7.5 of 27. So 10, 13. That's going to be her turn. Werewolves are up. Right, so 2 werewolves on Esmeralda now.
There's a lot of saving throws.
Yeah.
There's a moonbeam.
There is a lot of saving throws. Your moonbeam, are we saying it missed this one? It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, it misses. Yeah, it just misses that one.
Yeah.
The other 3.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's Constitution saving throw.
16. Yeah.
Okay.
So the one, that one's fine. The other 3 is con save, please.
4. 11. 11. They all fail.
Fantastic.
And it was all at disadvantage as well, just in case. But
oh yeah,
was it?
And they revert.
Check changes.
They fail. If they fail, they'll revert back to their.
Of course. Yeah.
We've got 3 humans.
So, hang on. Let's have.
Yeah, Dave, stop throwing werewolves at us.
I will do now.
I'm not just a lightning bolt dickhead, you know.
Yeah.
I have other things.
Yeah, you are.
Have 3d10.
Right.
Yeah. That's slightly above average.
70 damage.
But it's all radiant. It's all radiant damage. And also, you're all not werewolves anymore.
The same 3 have a save off Adam as well, don't they?
They do. And that's wisdom of 15. 8. 18. 17. So 2 pass. The 2 closest to you pass for somehow, but who knows. Spirit Guardian damage then, please, Adam, if you would.
Spirit Guardian damage is... Where's it gone through? Super slow dice roll. Dragging it out. Only measly 14 this time.
Okay, right. Let's see. No, that's 17, not 14. 14. And these 2 pass, so it's only 7 damage. That's a shame.
Is this against them being werewolves or humans?
They still have the same.
They'll be humans now.
Yeah, they are humans, but this is part of the nature of a werewolf. It has 3 forms. So that it can fight in all 3 forms. So I can only assume that even though it's changed to the human form, it's still considered werewolf stats because that's how the way.
It's just have to use his fists instead of his claws and shit.
It is. So in terms of attacks, that's probably saved Esmeralda from a pummeling. She's got 1 natural werewolf against her. Her AC is.
I love that fact we've got a natural werewolf and unnatural werewolves. I mean,
indeed, yeah.
When did Jamo go full stealth?
When did what?
Jamo go full stealth.
Oh, ages ago.
I was looking up spells, so it was.
Right, so let's have. There's going to be 2 punches. Yeah, it's still going to be 2 punches. Right, Esmeralda, miss and miss, and then other werewolves still 2 on Jarek. 7, 9, 18. No, and 14. Crikey. Right, the werewolves are not happy.
They can be unhappy all they want. They need to be able to hit things to be happy.
Yeah, true. Right, so it's Jarek's turn.
I kind of don't really feel there's a lot to do at the moment.
You think, but
these werewolves have been gloriously ineffective. I'm going to go. Oh no, because that'll be. Because I'll disengage from that guy, won't I? You know what? I'm going to use my action to disengage and just literally go 5, 10 to there.
You can do that without.
Yeah, you can just shimmy around, mate.
No, I can't because I leave this guy's.
True. Good
point. Nice one. Point.
Yeah. Okay, so you've disengaged.
So I've literally just that and spread the love.
Wicked. So all trousers is dead.
Yeah, bitches, trousers go down.
Right. Kirill, he's off. 60. It is 60, isn't it? Yeah. He's gone. Let me shape change. going to use
He's
its
not
action.
gone.
Yeah, no, he's staying in a hybrid form. Kirill's gone.
Bum squirter.
He's not.
He's not gone. Next turn.
I kind of watch him walk off, and then send two. I'm going to move my hex onto him.
Yep.
And then I'm going to send two, as werewolves like full moons, 2 full moons at him with Eldritch Blast.
Okay, go for it.
Quiet.
When you say they're like full moons, Dan.
Pardon?
When you say they're like full moons, I don't think
They are the shape. They are the shape of a full moon with dark shadows swirling around them.
They were not entirely sure that's what they're like.
First one probably misses.
Yeah.
Second one definitely misses.
Oh.
But I suppose I've got advantage.
Yeah.
I've got inspiration now.
Inspiration. Anything else?
I suppose after that, I better try and keep up with him.
Okay. Akxikas.
Me again.
Sorry, Dave. As I'm running after, or before I take off, quick scan around. Do they look like there's more werewolves in the direction he's running?
Roll perception.
Oh, not good at this. I'm pretty sure I'm going after him. Yep. Off I go.
Yeah.
Yeah. All clear.
You're not entirely sure. The everywhere around, if it's not on the road, it's wilderness. It's thick undergrowth. You don't see any movement in the undergrowth as it stands. Akxikas.
Right. Well, I'm here. Rokkr's there next to me. Right. Okay. Jealous. Right.
Can someone with telepathy contact the idiot who's just running off?
I can, if I can see him.
Oh. Can he see him?
Can I see him, Dave?
Yeah.
What do you want me to tell him, Ted? He can just tell me and I'll do it.
I'm just wondering where he's going. A bit of feedback would be nice.
Yeah. So where are you going, dude?
Can you not hear the blood-curdling screams as I'm running away from you all?
No. Right, so I am going
What's a battle cry of trousers?
Yeah. I am going to move. 2, 1, 2, 3. That cart's in the way. Okay, I'm gonna have to take a risk. I have to move there. I'll move there. Lightning bolt straight forward.
Okay. So 2 dex saving throws. Yeah.
Let me just confirm. I think so.
30. It is dex saving throws, Mark.
Dex 15. Yeah.
Yeah. Both fail.
Okay, so that's another 10d6 win.
Okay. How do those 2 die?
They just fall to the ground, sparking, and there's a distinct smell of wet dog around. It smells like burnt dog hair around here. Sort of, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, they go down.
Okay. Anything else?
I've only got a bonus action, but I'll move as a bonus action because I should have done it before and I never. Magic made no difference. I'll move the Hunter's Mark to this fella. Not Hunter's Mark, my thing. What I've got.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm done.
Bester.
Seeing as that idiot's dead,
He got down.
I'm going to chase after Dan's character, but without going past that.
Yeah, you'd.
I had a path that left me that didn't go straight past it.
Sure.
Cinder will.
What I will say to you is where Kirill is. He's not far away from this undergrowth, from this dense wooded area.
Yeah, I know. wanted to help. Yeah. Numpty that's just run off. Cinder will spit at the one in front of Esmeralda. Yeah.
There you go for it.
So to hit. 21 should do.
21 hits.
And then D6 plus 3.
Yeah.
Have 9.
No.
Have 9 fire damage. Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
No, that's all I can do at the moment. See, my moonlight thing is still in effect, so.
Rokkr's turn.
No.
So your hunter's mark still on the leader that's legged it. So this one's looking weakest. You want to do that one first?
You've got a long range, haven't you?
Yeah.
You can reach. You can reach the leader.
Yeah, we could do if you want to.
150-foot range. It's a longbow.
What, really? Can I?
Yeah.
What do you think? Should I?
150-foot range.
It's 125 away from you.
That's a proper longbow, that is.
Go for it.
Disadvantage, you can go up to 600.
But if it's only 125, I'm going to go for it.
Okay, go for it.
You've got inspiration.
I've got inspiration, yeah.
You have now. Second shot.
Using it?
I already had it.
Oh.
Ah.
Who's getting it? I already have it.
And me.
Adam already has it, so it's got to be Ted, really.
Ted all.
Yeah, hits. So this is with Hunter's Mark.
I apparently already have it.
Oh. Is that from last session that you didn't take off? We've had a long rest, so it went.
Yeah, there we go.
We all have it.
3.
18 total.
How much?
8.
8. Oh, dude. Okay, that's Rokkr's turn done, I think.
3.
So, Esmeralda.
She says she loves me.
She's going to say, she's going to look towards Festa as she's sort of trying to fend off these 2 werewolves. The werewolves don't look happy anyway. You know what? No, she's going to draw.
Are they even werewolves anymore?
No, well, no. She's going to draw rapier and hand axe again because she didn't have much joy with it last time. So rapier hits this time. That's better. So it's enough to kill that one. So the one that's turned into a human, the rapier, she sort of swishes it round straight through his jaw, drops him to the deck. Second rapier, wow, 13. And that's exactly the right amount she needs. She has had quite the round. As she drops the last werewolf, she's still got these 3 mirror images around her. So that's all the werewolves dead, which takes us to Jarek's turn. There's only a Kirill left, who's about to launch himself into the undergrowth. What does Jarek want to do?
How far away is he? Right, oh, bloody hell.
From you, he is 115.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm never getting anywhere near him, so I'm I'm going to drop my concentration spell, so Spirit Guidance will drop.
Yep.
And just kind of keep an eye in that direction, but I'm not heading off that way because I don't feel like I can get there before he breaks to get away. And just step back a little bit to be near to Esmeralda, as I have, discussions to have shortly.
Sure. So that's going to take us to Kirill's turn. So he, loping forward, dives into the undergrowth. I'm going to make a stealth check for him. He rolls reasonably well. The only person that is within range, because it's thick undergrowth, is going to be Nik.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to give you exactly what I rolled, Dan.
Mm-hmm.
And it will be what I'll say, because he's rolled well. He's rolled 19. Your passive perception can't beat that, but if you can roll higher with a perception check, then you can still see him, and I'll let you have an attack.
Do I need to roll higher or match him?
Beats it.
Meets it, beats it.
So I need to roll a natural 20.
Oh, you -1.
I'm -1. Nope. Where'd he go?
Right. I'm going to end the session there because I'm at work tomorrow as well. We need to remember that guy has Hunter's Mark on. Just save the campaign and make sure we've got it.
That's advantage for Jamie to track him, isn't it?
I believe so. I believe it is. Yeah.
Well, I thoroughly enjoyed that. It was nice to own something again. After our shaky start, we're actually starting to have some power.
Yeah. I know you've turned it around now, big time. Right, so let me stop this. So I'm allowed.
Moonbeam's hilarious with werewolves.
It is good, isn't it? And we'll pick this up on the 26th of February. That's the next time we can play. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.